Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks.
I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning, happy Monday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Full show, lots to get to as we finally have the playoff set in college football. We'll get to that here in just a second. Also, Nebraska basketball played for a while, and then it didn't play the last 25 minutes or so.
Yeah. That was rough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Creighton looked good, though, didn't it, Jay?
Oh, yeah, they look great. I can't wait just to commend Creighton the whole show. That won't happen.
You want to break down Creighton?
No.
Break down Creighton, Jake.
Hey, I sat next to Bill that entire game. The whole game. Oh, my God.
Oh, shucks.
We're breaking stuff.
You got it. Just calm down.
Stay with me. There.
Yeah, calm down.
Well, a lot of things happened there. The headphones was unplugged. That's where it all started. I didn't know.
You're on air.
I didn't know that. I'm live.
That was incredible.
I thought you handled that really well, by the way.
Yes, it was
pretty good recovery, honestly.
It was.
I have something for idle chit chat.
Please, Bill, what do you have off the bat for us?
Just incredible. I was walking the aisles and the byways of PBA with Sipple, which was fun. He taught me where to go.
Okay, I like this.
Taught me where to go. I was with the media.
I like this.
I was with the media.
This was amazing.
So he walked me through it. But I just want to say thank you to the Breakers. But between myself and Sip, and then I sat and watched the game with Jake, we had numerous people come up and talk to us about the show.
Yes.
We had a guy a section over yelled at us.
We had a section over. The best was they yelled over like that. They yelled something about Bill Busch. And they're like, "We're glad you're here too, Jake."
He said, "Yeah, right after that."
But it was
good.
But it was incredible. So thank you, Breakers. And honestly, just so you guys know, we enjoy when people actually say something to us.
Well, yeah, we love it.
It's not like oh, hang on, just I'm out in public. I am not on the job here. It's like no, we're not. They're not those people. No, we're not.
Please, we welcome you.
Not right now. I'm with my wife.
Stay 6 feet away from me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We did some selfies yesterday, so with some people. So we had people come up and talk to us as we were sitting. So that was very, very kind.
It was very interesting, Bill, as a media member.
There's a lot of weird looks when I walked in.
Those in the media section.
You were kind of the story for about 12 minutes there.
Well, I got to talk to a lot of people. I got to talk to Amy.
Yeah.
Got to talk
Amy
to
Just.
Yeah. Chattel was in there.
Tom Chattel.
You talked to Mitch Sherman also.
Mitch Sherman. Mitch came up. I had a long talk with Mitch.
Josh.
Yeah, Josh was there from the. Yes.
Yeah, we need to mention all 4 of us were at the Creighton game.
Yes.
We were.
And me and Jake got a seat, and we sat right next to each other. And it's incredible to watch a game with Jake because he gets very angry quickly. Yes, like that.
I didn't.
You got to get a hand in his face. You got to get his face.
I just said you can't leave a 3-point guy open every time. You got to get the perimeter.
Was he talking
about? Yeah, we got to guard the perimeter. We're not guarding the perimeter.
Yeah, but in the media section, now imagine me in the stands because
I can't be in the media section.
No, I was.
It was very. I would say this. He wasn't yelling.
I was measured.
It was very measured.
It was measured. Now, if I was in the stands, that would not be measured at all. It'd be some more words, loud. A lot more. Louder. Loudest my voice. I was very calm to a certain extent. To a certain extent, I was calm. When the game got out of hand, Bill, I just kind of gave up. Right. I just kind of sat there and said, you know what? It's another L with Creighton. It's another L. Yeah.
Well, what was the final?
89-60 was the final score. 89-60.
By 30.
The real story of the game was not really the game itself. It was at halftime.
Halftime is the idle chit chat.
We'll get to the game.
We got to dive in right now to this because I don't know what the hell that was.
You know what happened? Well, they got booed during the show, and then when the show was over, they got booed. So I feel bad for people getting booed.
I did some research on what that show was.
You did?
It was called Zooperstars, Z-O-O, Zooperstars. And there was an anteater, and I think it was a frog or a turtle.
Name of
Kevin Durant Eater was the name of the anteater, which is clever.
Invented,
I enjoyed the anteater. I did.
There was like a Dennis Flockman, I think, out there. There was a for Rodman, and I'm not sure what the other one was, but They danced for, I want to say 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes.
It went on. There was one time the one character that was in the green, he just laid in the middle of the floor for 2 minutes. He didn't do anything. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, there were people that were viscerally angry.
It was remarkable to watch. First of all, I'm just sitting there watching it with Jake, and I was mesmerized. And then who turned around and talked to us from 1620?
That was Connor Happer.
Yeah, turned around and was just like, what the H is this? It's just.
I will tell you this.
Thoroughly confused by that whole thing.
There were people confused, and there were people viscerally angry. I don't get angry over halftime shows.
I was entertained. I clapped at the end.
I just don't. It's odd. It was an oddity, but I wouldn't be.
I mean, you'd have gave
critical.
You'd have gave more money for a dog catching a frisbee.
I would have, yeah. Or get Red Panda for that situation. Get the gal flipping the bowls in her head. That's the biggest home game of the year. It's going to be a packed. You knew it was going to be a packed house, full, sold out, and you brought that
halftime show.
That was your halftime show. Some inflatables that were just like flailing around and doing nothing at all.
Were they for the kids?
They play.
If they were for the kids were horrified by that situation. I want to talk. Hey, Breakers! If you had kids at the game, did they enjoy the Superstars halftime show, or were they like
so
all of
funny?
Us thoroughly confused and almost angry?
Kept going.
At one point, Bill says, "Hey, Jake, they're still going.
They're still going. It was like 8 minutes in.
They're not done yet.
Yeah, this is incredible.
They didn't do much, right?
He didn't do anything.
Was there a grand finale?
No. I was waiting for some sort of
synchronized line dancing a couple times.
Okay,
it was hilarious.
Okay,
the Superstars. Okay,
so they
were
did
an epic fail.
They did some synchronized line dancing, though.
So I don't know. They were twerking at one point.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, they were twerking. There was an actual twerking.
Say that on the air.
I'm saying that's a real term. They were twerking.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Uncomfortable or not, that's what's happening.
Josh, were you okay with it? Josh was there too.
Look at that. He's like, no, that was terrible.
All 4 of us were there.
I just think it was thorough confusion. And and again, as Bill said, I've never seen a halftime show get booed ever. And frankly, they deserved to get booed.
No, they got booed.
Oh my God, it was loud.
I didn't even
There
notice.
was booing during the middle. I told Jake in the middle, I go, Jake, people are booing the show. And it wasn't even half over yet.
Superstar.
I said, I don't blame them for booing this.
Where'd you research this?
I looked it up.
On the World Wide Web.
On the internet?
Yeah,
there was a tweet about this.
Yeah.
I looked up Google. The site and said, that's definitely them. That's the Superstars.
Huh. I mean, it's kind of interesting how bad it was.
No, we've seen some very,
maybe that's the point.
Very questionable halftime shows. Have been the Dancing Grandmas, the Shim Shams.
Yeah, the Shim Shams.
That's been a questionable one before.
Yeah.
This has surpassed that tenfold. What happened on the court?
It was your marquee game of the season.
And that was your choice.
It was. God damn.
Entertainment is tough. It is tough to book halftime shows. I'm trying to give some sort of leeway here.
That's fine.
To UNL. But holy crap, man. But wow. What if you were not at the game, please you go to my Twitter page at 937 Jake Sorensen. I posted about 25 seconds of this, and that's all you need to see. Because that's essentially what it was for about 8 minutes. There's nothing more than what I tweeted.
You saw, if you filmed it for 10
was.
You filmed it for 10 seconds anytime during the 8 minutes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Is it possible that they were a late fill-in?
Could be. You never know. You never know what happened.
Maybe something else was supposed to be there.
I pulled up the website. I showed Bill this before the show.
The Superstar?
And I want you to know what it was described as on their own site. So if you go to Superstars, it says this. It says it looks like it's
are they from somewhere?
It's a cheap website, by the way, right there. And it says hilarious entertainment shows. That's all it says.
Oh boy.
It just says hilarious entertainment show. It shows the names of the characters, which by the way, the green turtle or frog is not on there at all.
They had a sub.
And just to contact us, and that's it. That's all the website is.
Making money.
That's Superstars.
Now, it would be sort of interesting to know what they got paid for that.
I'd love to know what the cost
thank
was.
you. Taj on the text line, according to your source, your provider here, On3, your employer, I guess it cost $1,900 for that.
Ooh, okay, not much.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's.
But wouldn't you want to invest more for that game to have your proper halftime show?
I think so.
We're trying to save money on this, and let's get the Superstars for $2,000.
$2,000.
And they got booed off the court, and they deserve to get booed.
Dang.
They'll never be seen here ever again.
So they didn't make much money. It's not like they're making a ton of money.
No.
Huh.
Superstars. Anything with sports going on?
Yeah,
Is that it for Idle Chit Chat?
I thought it was just. I really enjoyed that we were all there, and it was enjoyable that Bill came in, had a hamburger.
I did.
Met everybody. It was nice having you there. I hope you do that.
Went
more
around,
often.
talked to the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. I liked it.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
It really was. It was
He made his way.
He had a media pass.
He had a pass, and he had to make his way like a media member.
Yeah. I got to see what was going on.
He handled it very well.
I go, how do we get to like the media section? So it's like, don't worry about it. Follow me.
Yeah.
Just walk right through here.
I'll lead you.
Go right through here.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll lead you there.
Yeah, it was fun. Josh was there.
I showed up.
Yeah,
Jake. I got there about 2:35.
Yeah, Jake, I'm not
pretty early for
you.
me.
You're always there.
No, I'm not.
They're not.
No.
Well, we're going now.
I
We're
sit in the
starting
media
to go
section about one time a year, and that was it.
We'll be there Sunday for Michigan State.
I'll be at the game in the stands.
Yeah.
Not in the media
No,
section.
you don't have to be in the media section.
Okay.
It would be nice if Bill went. I understand if you don't want to commit, but it's a 5:30.
I'm going to start grabbing my laptop. I'm bringing my
He's
laptop.
going to do some
from now on.
typing. He's going to type.
It would be unreal if you were tweeting during the Don't bother me.
I'm going to live
bother
tweet
me.
the game at Coach_Bill Busch on the
That's all I
I
did.
will add one last thing. Before the game, down in the media area, and then before the game, though, I went up and talked. I talked to Eric Strickland downstairs in the media. Then before the game, I went over and talked to him more. I go, give me some insight on what's going to happen. And it was remarkable talking to him. What he went through and told me what he felt was the advantages, disadvantages, what he felt what the Huskers been doing. I mean, it's all the different things. Is just right away. It's just like I can just comment on a few little things with basketball. I can comment on some generalities, and that's
you
it.
can do that.
Because the stuff that Strick was telling me, it was like, wow, this is. I will say this: I understood everything. He just looked at a different perspective of what actually was going on.
You played.
I hooped. I did.
You played.
Did. It's on the Nebraska Western freshman team.
No way.
Yeah, I was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dual sport. Dual
You
sport
were-
athlete. Yeah, dual sport athlete.
All right, we'll talk more about that.
Last thing before we get to the playoff, this should not be idle chit chat, but I'll include it here. But shout out to Husker volleyball. They won their first two matches. They sweep. They were trailing almost the whole third set to Long Island in the round of 64, but they come back and win. Sweep Missouri on Saturday. So they're on to the Sweet 16, which will be here in Lincoln.
Yeah, they got
also.
They have a 1 p.m. match
on
Friday.
Georgia
really?
Tech. That's interesting.
Yeah, 1 p.m.
Oh,
1 p.m. Friday.
Yeah, I'm sure Cook is just. I'm sure he loves that. 1 p.m.
The Husker fans will show up.
They'll be there.
They will.
Oh, they'll be there.
That might be the NCAA taking advantage of Nebraska fans a little bit. They'll be there.
They'll show up.
Oh, hell, it'll be packed.
10 a.m. if you want to. They'll show up.
Yeah, they would.
Well, they would. So,
at any rate, we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, we will. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Contact them to get ahead for your 2024 fertilizing planning. But, all right, the playoff is set in college football. Now, we had some great games over the weekend, as we thought we would. Friday, you had Washington, Oregon. Remember, Oregon entered this game as like a 10-point favorite. Washington takes the lead. They blow it. But they win the game. Washington is on to the playoff. They get the 2 seed. Michigan beats Iowa 26-0 in the Big Ten title game to claim the 1 seed. The question, the drama became from Georgia and Alabama. If Georgia won, they were going to be obviously in the playoff and obviously probably the 1 seed. They lose to Alabama 27-24, and the Tide get the 4 seed, even though Florida State does their job, beats Louisville 16-6. Yep. And Alabama is the 4 seed over undefeated 13-0 Florida State. Texas routs Oklahoma State in the Big 12 title game. They get the 3 seed. So 1 seed Michigan, 2 seed Washington, 3 seed Texas, 4 seed Alabama. That's your breakdown from the weekend.
Horrifying for Florida State.
Horrifying.
It is. I mean, it's not. I don't want to. I mean, can we just start this discussion by saying, I don't know. Somebody was going to get the shaft. Can I say that on the radio?
Yep, that's fine.
And Florida State got it. I think any discussion you almost have to preface with, there's no actual right answer on this. All right. There's opinions. We all have our opinions, but that doesn't mean they're the right answer. Somebody was going to get left out that you disagreed with. I feel horrible for Florida State. The more I read about it last night, the more I listened to Norvell. They go 13-0 overcome what they did. And by the way, I mean, they beat LSU, they beat Florida, they beat LSU soundly, held them to their lowest offensive output of the year. They go on the road and beat Florida, plus they win the ACC, and they're not in. They did everything they had to do. And I got one more thing to say about can't you say, I keep hearing this take about Florida State's down to the third quarterback, and they are. And that kid's just, he's just okay. Mm-hmm. But couldn't you flip that and say, that's really impressive that Florida State won its final 3 games without Jordan Travis. And maybe you reward them for it, not say, they can't compete with the big boys. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, now the other side of the coin is you can't leave the SEC out of the. You can't leave the SEC.
Why?
Why can't you?
Why can't you?
Because it's the SEC.
Is this some sort of illegal thing that I'm unaware of? I was shocked too because it wasn't the 4 that I had. I had Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Utah, and so
the Utes.
The Utes.
The Utes.
Yeah, a lot of people did though.
Yeah. You weren't alone in that one, Bill. I will say this: as far as how again, this is upon more and more just research and listening like that. It's like, did the committee get it right? It's like absolutely 100% hell no. It was wrong. It goes against everything of every fiber you're taught in sport. How to overcome adversity, mm-hmm. how to dig in, how to fight through what you have to fight through to have that happen to them. No, they won with a true freshman quarterback against a team that was scoring 36 points a game. Mm-hmm. Louisville scored 36, but they gave up 6. Mm-hmm. Don't tell me. Are you telling me right now Florida State couldn't beat Michigan after Michigan just rolled up 210 yards against Iowa?
Oh, they could beat Michigan.
Yeah, that's what if they can be. Don't tell me that you know who the better team is, because everyone in the world, including myself, would have in a million years was Oregon will beat Washington. Oregon will beat Washington. Vegas said 10 points.
Right.
Everyone else. I watched Oregon. I watched Washington. I watched them both play. I watched Washington not be able to stop people for a while. I watched both. I go. This
we're
one.
Going on assumptions.
I go. This won't be just a rant. This won't be a game. Oregon will beat them.
We're going on assumptions that Alabama would be the tougher team.
The assumption of it, and you can't do that
in the college football. That's what's been going on for years.
Not in a 13-0 team, and they find a way to fight back through it. And then you say, "Well, it's the eye test." Well, the eye test says this. I mean, the thing with Alabama, Arkansas, they beat them by 6. They beat Arkansas by 6. Arkansas was horrendous throughout the game. They barely beat South Florida. The game was 10-7 for the entire game. They scored a touchdown like a minute to go to make it, or it was 10-3 to make it 17-3. Miracle 4th and 32 against an Auburn team that was terrible. Don't tell me that playing at Auburn was harder than Florida State playing in the swamp with their number 2 quarterback.
Right. I get it.
It goes, and I understand that. Do I think Alabama's a good team? Yes, but I push back on that. The SEC can't be left out.
I agree with that, Bill.
I mean, they're 13-0, and they found a way. And someone can say, they can't beat anybody. Florida State can't. That's not true. That's not true. That's why they play the game. So it went against everything that you value in sport. The whole, what we're going to do? We're going to play the game. And just like I said before, there's no chance that if Kentucky in basketball goes 34-0 and they lose 2 starters in the SEC championship game of the tournament game, that they would no longer be a 1 seed.
Yeah, I don't want to get in a position where I'm arguing against Florida State because I feel bad for them. But you can pick apart their schedule too, and you can pick apart what they did. I mean, 31-29 versus Boston College.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it took them overtime to beat Clemson. They really shouldn't have won that game. They barely beat Miami. I mean, if you're going to pick apart Bama, you got to pick apart Florida State too.
I agree with that, but I'm saying that the reason they got picked apart was off the look test.
Right.
So if you're going to pick them both apart, what's the big factor? What's the biggest factor?
I don't know.
What the biggest factor would be that one team's undefeated.
Right.
Florida State's 13-0. Alabama's 12-1.
So you guys are horrified right now.
So
are you horrified, Jake? You didn't seem horrified the other night when you sent me a text without Florida State in it. But now you flip.
No.
Jake, you sent me a text that didn't have Florida State in the top 4.
Let me respond to that.
Okay, Bill, I really agree with you.
Hang on.
What?
I thought that's what the committee would do. I was speaking of what they would do.
Okay.
Is it fair to Florida State? No. They're undefeated.
Well, nobody agrees.
They're a Power 5 team. Now, we've heard people complain in the past about, Group of 5 team goes undefeated. Well, that's just too bad. Your schedule's not very good.
Right.
This
so how do you
is
solve
the
that?
first ever Power 5 team to go undefeated and to be left out of the playoff. And yes, we understand the injuries, but that defense is electric. That defense was dominant.
Yeah.
They shut down Plummer. He had, 100 yards passing?
I'm still confused why you didn't have him in your 4, but whatever.
Because I was going what the committee was going to do. I didn't say it was right.
Okay.
I was trying to be right with the committee.
I know people argue it, and people have their opinion, and I'm fine with their opinion. But
it goes no hands over here.
It goes
no hands.
It goes against everything. It goes against everything in sport.
Yeah.
Of what you're
but the whole thing does.
Of what you're teaching.
But the whole thing does. Yeah. That's college football.
It was so simple.
Now hold on. That's college football for since I've been alive. How many undefeated teams got left out? Back before there was a playoff. There hasn't even always been a playoff. You used to just elect the winner.
I think the only time in the playoff that someone got left out, I think
now hold on,
wasn't it Auburn?
But there's always been a playoff. Yeah. There hasn't been a play. We grew up without a playoff.
No, I agree with that. Yeah.
That's college football. It's been happening for 70 years. We elected national champions. There's a committee.
But you still go from right now. So it's so as history moves on. Never has an undefeated Power 5
been
left
14
out.
years, though.
It's never been left out.
Right.
That's still pretty good. It's 14-0.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big deal when they get left out.
Yeah. It is what it is. Somebody's going to get screwed.
This is a good point here from the text line, and this is kind of what it comes down to with Florida State. Florida State starts the day ranked at 4th. They win, and they go backwards. Tell me how that's not rigged.
It happens all the time.
They were 4th in the polls and won.
Well, the whole thing doesn't think about this one.
That's the nature of the college game.
8 and 7 went to 3 and 4, and 1 went to 6. Mm-hmm. So that tells you the committee was a complete buffoonery having Georgia at 1. Mm-hmm. Because how can they go to 6 when they lost by 3 points on a neutral field?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't disagree
how can they
with
go
this.
from 1 to 6? That also makes no sense.
I don't disagree with this, but you knew this was a distinct possibility. Mm-hmm. And there's a committee. There's a committee that does this. I don't even know who's on the committee, by the way. And
they need to publish their addresses and
I know Ward
numbers.
Manuel's on the committee, as is the Washington AD. They're both on the committee.
I don't know who's
As I
all
said
on
before,
the committee.
I'm just as upset. I don't see how Michigan's won. It should be Washington.
Yeah.
I would take Washington as 1.
Yeah. Hmm.
But like I said, but as far as the games, I'm probably more intrigued just to watch Alabama, Michigan than maybe I would be to watch Florida State in Michigan. But I said I just said I think they got everything about it wrong, and I was more along the let's give numbers 61-39 being upset. I was like, okay, 61% of me says it definitely should have been Florida State. Now I'm not. Now I'm in the 99. After I just keep reading and following this, and then again,
I kind of went that way last night.
I'm just like I'm just beside myself for Florida State. But it's not. Sometimes you just go like for Auburn. I felt really bad for Auburn losing that game against Alabama. I was like, I feel bad for those guys. Then I moved on within 10 seconds.
Yeah,
that was it. This is one that's like this haunts.
Okay, now here's the deal though. The Orange Bowl is going to be big. It'll be big for Florida State because they're going to play Georgia. Florida State's going to play Georgia, and they can make a statement here. In fact, they should. I mean, listen. Would it change your mind if Georgia thumps them?
No, absolutely not. That game changed my mind for nothing. Because bowl games are all based on who wants to be there.
Yep. Okay.
So
you would think Florida State would have a ton of motivation.
That's like was it last year? Was it the SEC lost a bunch of bowl games?
Wouldn't Florida State have all the motivation in the world right now?
No, not right now.
They missed out in the playoff.
They missed out in the playoff.
This is what you missed. This is what you missed.
They will show up and they will play well. But no, I put no stock in that game with let's say Georgia beats them by 3 touchdowns.
Well,
Florida State. No, Sipple.
Unfortunately, they're in that position.
Stop the show. Stop the show. This is incredible. You don't do anything with bowl games.
Unfortunately, they're in that position.
How many bowl games do you see just go, oh, man, they're going to get beat because they do not want to be there?
Don't they want to be there?
What's that?
They want to be in the
horrible.
playoffs.
It's different.
You
No,
don't have to agree with everything Bill said.
Yeah,
I'm just saying you can
They
take
want
other
to be in the
stances.
playoffs.
Jake, you
They're
can take
13
Jake,
you can take other stances.
I'm
It's okay.
saying they're
It's really okay.
They're 13-0.
Yeah,
They
I
want
mean,
to be in the
Since Bill's
playoffs.
been here, you've never disagreed with
That's
him.
not
Not one
true.
thing.
Jake's the voice of reason, and we appreciate that for having you research.
You think that Florida State's going to be more motivated to play in that game than they was going to be
Why
in the
wouldn't they
playoffs?
be motivated? No, I didn't say more.
They'll
Why
be
wouldn't they
motivated. They're not a bunch of quitters or anything. No,
Right.
but
Is that
no,
what you're
but
suggesting?
if you
That they're
really
just gonna take their ball and go
think
home?
that if you do one of those where you go, told you,
I think
Georgia beat them by 3 touchdowns.
No. I'm just saying that's a big.
Yeah.
This is a big game for Florida
Yeah.
State. This is a big game
Yeah.
for Florida State because they can prove to people this is.
That does nothing. It's not like the see.
I think
No,
it does.
no,
I really do.
Doesn't prove anything.
I thought it was interesting. If you watched the video when they showed Michigan, when they saw
I
their
think it's
opponent,
huge for Florida
when
State.
they showed Michigan and their opponent was Bama and not Florida State,
Yeah,
it was pretty much
they wanted Florida
crap.
State. They wanted Florida State.
They did.
I mean, that's
also
that's telling
Florida-
to me.
One
Florida-
team has their third string quarterback. One team has their starter.
They wanted
Florida
the easy,
State,
They
when
wanted
you-
the easier game.
when you knew it was over for Florida State was when they announced Texas at third. Then they knew that it was over them because if Florida State was going in, Florida State had to go in as third. They couldn't go in as fourth because the only way they can go in as fourth would be that they'd say, "Well, why'd you put Texas at 3?" Well, we just thought perception-wise and looking at them, we thought Texas was better than Florida State. You can't say that. You can't say that you thought Texas was better than Florida State when the reason that Florida State got outed because people thought Alabama looked better. You can't do the look better
you
part.
can't do the look better.
Can't do the look
Well,
better
the
part.
committee can do anything at once.
See, that was shocked
they
me.
did.
It shocked me. There was the face, their symbol of confusion. Until then, I had to make sense for it. Make sense of why
The
it was
committee
going
can
there.
do anything at once.
Yeah.
And
It's awful. It's awful what they did to Florida State.
yeah,
And I'm not down. I'm not like
it is.
you can't be mad at Alabama. They didn't do
No,
anything.
You can't be mad at
No,
it.
I'm not. So I'm not like going. No, not saying that. But
No, they won a big game.
Yeah.
Alabama won a big game. I mean, they won the SEC championship. Big flex. Yeah. Oh, I feel horrible. I told you. Last
And
night I
then-
felt horrible.
You're a Florida State fan.
I know. I feel awful for them, but I
And-
knew. See,
and-
where we're different is I knew they were going to get screwed. I knew it.
As did I. That's why in my projections I said that. I wasn't
Right.
happy about it. I
No,
just
I
thought
mean,
the committee would go that direction.
I'm not
It's such-
happy or unhappy. I just sized it up for what it is.
It was so easy for the committee. It was so easy for the committee just to just go.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was go 1, 2.
No.
Yeah, you do. You go 1, 2, 3. You go Florida State third, Texas 4. Why is Texas in over Alabama? Because they beat head to head and they went undefeated in the Power 5 conference and found a
What
way
do
to
you
get
do
it
when
done.
Texas has lost to Oklahoma? Nothing. Not a
What's
big
that?
deal.
No, not because what was the battle? The battle was only between two people, Texas and Oklahoma. I mean, Texas and Alabama. They beat them head to head. They
that has to
lost
matter.
by 3 on the last play. I think they lost by 4
But I'm
on
telling
the
you,
last play of the game on a neutral site to a rival.
it doesn't always work
Yeah.
out perfectly in college football. You know that. It doesn't.
This goes back to
Over the
this,
course of time, it hardly ever has.
this would have been the perfect year, as we said all along, to have 12 teams.
It would, but we're going to lose a lot. We're going to lose. The conference title games are just going to be.
A lot of them are going to be playing for buys, and those buys will be big. Those
Okay.
buys will be big.
Mhm.
It might be you're both in.
We're never going to see a
but-
day like Saturday. It's over. That's over.
In terms of the importance of
Yeah,
that, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
We're never gonna
I'll
see
be-
it.
I'll
We've
prove
never
that.
had one in the 14 years, really, where
Yeah.
you just went, "Oh, what's going to happen?" The only one that was crazy was the first year when Ohio State got put in.
Yeah.
They got bumped up several spots.
I like the 12 team and all that, but we're going to that conference title game. They're going to lose some steam. They're going to lose a lot of steam. That's the only thing I don't like. Saturday was fun, and it's fun. It's fun discussion. I hate it for Florida State.
I just don't see how the eye test can't matter for the eye test matters for one team and not the other. Eye test matter for Florida State and Michigan. It didn't.
You got to talk to the committee.
It didn't. I'd love to be on that committee.
You got to talk to
I
who?
thought about that
who
this morning.
coordinated?
I would have went just kicking and screaming. They would have had to have come and get security to take me out when the final decision was made.
If you were a Florida State coach,
What's that? If I was in the committee room, I'd also be the one right
If you're
now.
on the committee.
I'd be like going, we had to come to a majority rule. Just so you know, I'm not on this side. I'd let them know right away as I walked out. I do not agree with what's going to be said.
There is a Nebraska connection in the committee. Will Shields is on the committee. It's one of the 13 guys.
there's 13.
13 people on the
Yeah.
committee.
It's a committee. That's the weird part about college football, by the way. We just keep referring to a committee. We have we have little idea who's on it.
On the committee, and then
and we have no idea
It's right here.
yeah,
and we don't.
and several had nothing to. And what's so crazy is I don't even. You think an AD can really sit there for the most part right now? It's been an AD for 20-some years back then. Well, I'm going to talk to you about what's going on in the field right here.
No,
that's not what they do. So on the committee, one thing they do, they completely eliminate assistant football coaches, ex-coordinators, whatever. They have some head coaches in there. But imagine having actually assistant coaches that are just doing nothing but let's just talk about watch this film.
That's not happening.
Don't just watch the fact they threw this touchdown pass. Let's watch exactly what's going on through this.
There's a lot of platitudes. It's now where I'm different from you guys. I don't get all up in arms because I know it's going to be flawed. I mean, I know going in, it's going to be flawed. It's a committee.
The only reason I'm mad is it goes against every fiber of what sport is. Find a way. Get it. How about the adversity? Can you imagine being in that locker room and they're a guy, hey, is our number 2 quarterback going to play? No. Who's going? True freshman. How many passes has he thrown? 4. Who was it against? North Alabama.
Still won.
And that defense was lights out.
It let lights out.
Won.
I mean,
it sucks. It's
hard.
hard.
If you think that Iowa's defense is even remotely close to Florida State's defense, it's not. Florida State's defense is way better.
It's hard.
That's what we've been playing Michigan.
Life's unfair. Get a helmet.
Oh, we're going with that.
All right.
We're going life's unfair. Hey, life's
tough.
Life's gonna hit you in the gut.
Life's
buddy.
tumultuous. Yeah. Get a helmet. I mean, you knew this was possible.
Yeah. Oh no. You knew. I knew it was possible.
Yeah.
I knew it was possible.
You can still feel terrible for Florida State.
I do.
Which we all do.
I feel terrible, but I mean, I'm not gonna lose against it. I mean, Alabama's a hell of a good team. I don't mind them. I don't mind them.
And no one's
pushing back.
Yeah, no one's that as pushback, and no one said they don't belong. Nope, not saying that.
No.
I'm not saying I'm mad at them. I'm not.
If you're FSU, just say there's 2 teams with 1 loss in the playoff, and we have none.
I agree with you. I agree with this. Where we don't agree is the Orange Bowl is important. I mean, you're playing a game against Georgia.
They're going to play hard. It's important, but there's no way that I'm going to do the as Georgia wins by 3 touchdowns.
A lot of people will.
There's no way I do that.
Well, why can't Florida State beat them?
Yeah, they could. They could beat them.
I mean, Georgia's not that good this year. They're not Georgia of the past 2 years. That's not.
They can't rush the passer, and against the
Florida
run.
State can rush the passer.
Florida State's got dudes on the edge.
Florida State's got to show. I mean, it would be really interesting to me if Florida State thumped them, and said, "Okay." Yeah. Then the conversation gets real to me, more real than it is even now. If Florida State goes and thumps them, then it's like, okay, now wait.
They won't thump them, but they can win. That offense is not going to thump.
Or wins.
They just win.
Or wins. Yeah, just wins. Win the game.
Before I get to break, there is some significant breaking news this segment. In college football.
Whoa.
Kyle McCord, the quarterback at Ohio State, has entered the transfer portal for the Buckeyes. That happened during this segment.
What?
Put his name. The portal's now, it's December 4th. The portal is open. Kyle McCord, the quarterback for the Buckeyes, starting quarterback, has entered his name in the transfer portal during this first segment.
Starting quarterback.
Yep.
I don't understand.
They lost 1 game.
I don't get it.
1 tight game.
24 touchdowns, 6 picks this year, 3,170 yards. He is in the portal.
What is that?
Kyle McCord.
I've got
who's their number 2?
I'll give you a conspiracy theory.
What do you got, Bill?
My conspiracy theory is that they came in and said, "Hey, no problem. Just so you know, we're bringing in a portal guy." I won't shock me here if the next day that someone is going to Ohio State.
Wonder who that is.
I would say that has to have some. I doubt it.
Howard.
I doubt it. No. I doubt that there was a conversation.
He's number 2.
I doubt there was a conversation where it's like, "You're our guy. Let's go."
It's probably somebody that's not in the portal right now.
It could be.
You don't know about.
But I'm going to say that was the conversation with what it was. Because, I mean, it can't just be because, well, okay, say he took some heat for losing to losing to Michigan. People have lost to Michigan before. They lost 1 game. And that game was a game. That wasn't like, well, wow, Ohio State wasn't even close to in this game. That's not
There's
true.
some thought that Dante Moore, the 5-star UCLA quarterback that decommitted, might be going to Ohio State. That's some potential.
That's interesting, but I watched him play several times against. He played the whole game against Cal. They scored 7. So I mean, to think that that's going to be the complete answer.
Does Dante Moore run it? McCord doesn't run it. Does Dante Moore run it?
If they're bringing someone in, they're bringing someone in that has significant time. And there's some guys out there in the portal right now. There's some real dudes out there.
There will be.
Yeah.
So there's your breaking news. Kyle McCord in the portal.
I don't get
for Ohio State as the portal is now open.
11-1.
He lost one game.
24 touchdowns, 6 picks this year.
What was the final score of the Michigan game?
30-24.
Yeah.
30-24.
Lost by 6.
Yeah. Huh. And they were driving to win it.
Threw a pick.
They were driving to, and he got in the pick he threw. Yeah. He got hit. He got hit.
Maybe just once out of there.
You never know. It could be something. Could be a lot of things to it. You don't know what it. But
maybe days on the move.
To say that it's not shocking.
Maybe days on the move.
It's shocking. You think he's taking the Duke job?
Open. No, I don't. But maybe there's. I don't know. Who knows?
It's
very odd.
When we come back, a brief discussion on the disaster that happened in PBA. Nebraska lost by 29. Next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
The holidays are right around the corner. This is a great year to give your family and loved ones the gift of shoes to encourage them to stay active. Fleet Feet Lincoln fits you properly for shoes, and they offer a free group that meets 3 days a week, plus other training programs and a walking group on Mondays. Get healthy, stay healthy with proper shoe wear from Fleet Feet Lincoln and a group of friends that will support you and keep you accountable. Start your health adventure at Fleet Feet Lincoln at 77th and Pioneers.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, if you missed the breaking news last segment, Kyle McCord, the Ohio State quarterback, is in the transfer portal. 24 touchdowns, 6 picks, 3,170 yards, and 1 loss by 6 points at Michigan. He's in the portal.
I don't get
Kyle McCord. That's the breaking news this morning.
We got to have to find out more about it. Josh, get on that. Do some investigative work. I don't understand it. We got to gain some level of understanding.
My call is I'm making there's someone coming in.
Yeah.
That there was a meeting, I'm sure, with the head coach, and the head coach probably said, "No problem, you're good to go. He'll start as number 1, but we are bringing in someone from the portal." And that may have been like, "Hold it. I just won 11 games."
Yeah.
And I made a miraculous comeback drive against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And I'm getting have to now compete.
Now here's the question.
When you bring someone in the portal, whoever they bring in, they're bringing in to start.
Hold on, Bill. Now hold on. Isn't it okay? Can't McCord in that situation say, "Okay, bring somebody in, I'll beat him out"?
He could. Yeah.
I mean, does it have
and there's
to be?
also a chance that I'm not correct here. That's crazy.
That's
but
does it have to be? Does it have
that's
to be?
crazy.
But if that's the situation, if they are bringing somebody in, can't McCord say, "Okay, well, yeah, I don't care if you bring somebody in.
Yeah.
What's it matter? I'm staying."
Yeah. Could there? There could also let's just get to the facts of the part of that. There could be some underlying. You don't know if it's all of a sudden a girlfriend. You know what? I'm just gonna. We broke up.
Could be anything.
Could be anything. I'm just
wants to change the scene.
I'm going someplace different.
Yeah. I want warm weather.
Yeah. But one thing he's not leaving for money. Because Ohio State has money.
They got money.
They got money.
They got
and they're getting.
They do.
It's not all of a sudden going to be like, well, he's going to USC because he's going to make $8 million out there.
Maybe somebody made a play for McCord.
Could happen.
Maybe it wasn't anything on Ohio State's end. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody came in and with a bag and said, "Come to our place."
Wouldn't that be great if that's the way that all NILs were done? Was just nothing but cash. Nothing but cash, and everything was handed out in
not
bag.
That far from that. Okay.
It'd be incredible.
It's not that far from that.
Go to the train station. Go to locker C. There'll be a bag in there.
No, it's not that far.
Unmarked bills.
It's really not that far from that.
So, all right.
How do you get unmarked bills? Remember, that was a big thing. Get the unmarked bills.
I don't even know what they are.
I don't either. Does that exist? I don't really think they're printing money off like that. Do you have any idea where that came from? No. Who didn't mark them? I don't know. Todd forgot to turn the machine.
Come on, Todd. Come on, Todd.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
We got
all right. All three of us.
You were there,
Josh. We were all at Nebraska basketball. We discussed the halftime show. We'll move past that. Nebraska loses this game, 89-78. to 60 to Creighton. Now, with about 8 minutes to go in the first half, it was still a 1-2 point game. And then Creighton.
That shocked me because I thought it was more at there's only like 8 minutes.
Nebraska led 25-23 with about 8:15 to go.
Okay.
And then it all fell apart. They stopped making shots. Shireman got even, he was red hot. He got helped out by Ashworth making a couple threes also. I mean, here's the deal. In Nebraska's home building, and it's more than this. This is a huge factor, though. Creighton made 14 threes. Nebraska made 2. In your own building, you were 2 for 22 on threes, and they were 14 for 40.
That's a lot of it, right?
That's a huge part of this whole discussion.
Yeah, that's a lot of it. There's a lot, though. When you get beat that bad, there's a lot going on.
The 4-point play.
But right before at halftime.
I will say this one thing that
right before halftime
that I thought was interesting, just from a fan's perspective, just taking the game in, is how the fans were so brutal on the refs.
Oh, God,
I'm like, this wasn't a refereeing problem. There wasn't a time like that. A couple calls are different, and we win this thing. No. This was not a referee.
No, they didn't get screwed.
No, it wasn't like there's some call where you just go. But the 4-point play before halftime was a double dagger. I mean, that was.
So
it
what
could have
happened
been a 5-point play? Got technical.
Yeah. What happened is Ashworth, Stephen
Ashworth,
tried a 3-pointer from 35 feet.
Bryce Williams trumped out in front of him, and then he leaned into him on the shot.
Right.
So Bryce tries to block the shot, which I was saying to Bill, it'd be great. Just get out of the way.
Right.
Just get out of the way.
McDermott in the post game said you're going to get that call every time in college basketball. I don't know about that.
I didn't think it was a horrific call.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't see that.
Look what's behind us right now.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Is that
That's Schindler?
Is that Schindler?
That's Schindler.
That's freaking me out a little bit. That's freaking me out
a little bit.
Yeah, it is freaking. It really freaked me out.
Yeah, it really did. We'll bring him in for FDIC.
We will at 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
look at
that.
that.
Full size.
Look at
that's
the dude.
Incredible.
Look at the dude.
Life size Schindler.
Yeah,
Yeah, larger than life.
I can't look at that. When I was at the bank,
that's a cutout of Schindler.
It's so there's 2 things in Midwest Bank now. There's going to be a cutout of Schindler, but I was at Midwest Bank in Creighton, and they have the cutout of Ali Batenhorst. Is in
Schindler, Batenhorst,
one of the best volleyball players in college. It's college volleyball right now.
And we got Schindler.
Cut
out by Midwest Bank. They make good choice.
Tamara,
like
if you're listening, turn it on because he's on air right now.
Yeah, you can see him right now. He's on the YouTube stream. He's right behind us in the
he's
glass.
really freaking me out.
Schindler's watching the show. It's going to be in studio with us. Over there.
That is an amazing cutout.
Brad.
Yeah, I know Brad. Brad from Midwest Bank. Brad Coyne is here with us also. He brought the Schindler cutout.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Proud sponsor of
This
Howard
is a big moment.
It's a big moment.
It is.
When you get a cutout,
yeah.
You imagine
you made it.
Yeah.
If you ever, I never even want someone to go to me like, "Hey, am I doing a cutout of you?" That's never happened.
I wouldn't want to see it.
Completely life size too.
Look at that.
Is that life size?
Oh yes, life size. Yeah, yeah. It's actually probably almost larger than life. It's a little bit larger than life.
How about this?
Yes.
All right, then there will be an event in
We'll
have to 7 o'clock.
We'll have to check.
We will.
Stay tuned.
Thank you for bringing that, Brad. We'll get to that in the 7 o'clock hour. For Nebraska, again.
Yeah, back to hoops.
Here's the deal. Nebraska was 7-0 coming in. They're 7-1 now, and I want to make it clear that that a game can beat you more than once. If Nebraska, if they were really invested in winning this game, it was important, and they lost by 29. That can beat you a couple times. Now, they got Minnesota on the road on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Big game.
Minnesota is an average team. They're not good. They're not bad. They're average.
They're average.
They're 5-2.
Are they even average?
I think they're 5-2 right now.
Okay.
Their record is something like that. Or 6-2.
Now, here's the question for you guys and a coach. People are funny, right? You never really can predict actions very well. In sports, for sure. Fred said, we didn't play hard enough defensively. We weren't forceful on our closeouts. There was we didn't have the proper intensity. That boggles my mind. This is a rival. The place was electric.
Packed house.
The place was electric. How does it happens, though? It happens in sports.
So I walk out. Jake Sorensen's prepared. So we leave the building. Giant snowflakes coming down. It was snowing.
Yep.
I'm unprepared. I'm just in a hoodie. Jake has a complete winterized
coat
with the hood up. But we're walking down the ramp, and I said, I go, I'm not a basketball person. I said, but there's a couple things that stood out to me. And Jake goes, what was it? I said, I didn't see in just freakishly intense defense, and I didn't see great body language.
From Nebraska.
Yep, from Nebraska.
I don't understand
So it's
it.
the same thing that Fred just said, but that's what I said immediately after the game. I didn't see, because it's one of those things where sometimes shots don't fall.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't fall. Then you have to play. It's all about your defense creating better shots and turnovers.
Yeah.
But when you watch the game, I didn't feel intensity defense, nor did I see great body language.
Interesting.
That was the two things I took
didn't know
away.
if you'd share that or not. That's interesting to me. It's fascinating. How?
The first 10 minutes, I think that again they were in it, but then once that run happened for Creighton, they didn't respond well. And, as you said, the 4-point play at halftime, you're down 15 now. You come off slow in the second half, and you lose by 29 points. They never really got back in it after Shireman got hot, and you started missing all these shots to end the first half.
It could be that simple. When your shots aren't falling and you're playing a team as good as Creighton, maybe the realization sets in, this is not our day. This is just not our day.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't let this game beat you twice, though.
No,
Creighton's a good basketball team. Creighton, as we all know, forever. They get shooters at that place. They missed everything against Colorado State. Yeah. Okay, they had a horrible game.
They did,
but they can be dialed in. They can be locked in, and they were locked in yesterday.
Yeah,
so
what did they finish 3-pointers?
Again, 14 for 40.
Yeah,
so
pretty good. 14 for 30. Or 14 for 40.
They shot 43s.
Did you take mine?
I might have.
Yeah,
it's right there in front of you.
There. I'm like, what
I don't think that's I don't know. But anyway,
what I was.
Nebraska finishes 2 for 22.
Yeah, that's not going to. You can't do it in your home court. 2 for 22 at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, Creighton did a great job defending the perimeter. Tominaga didn't have any open looks. It was all contested.
Tominaga, good
they
job.
let Alex shoot. Mm-hmm. They let Mast shoot. Those guys had pretty uncontested threes. But Jamarcus Lawrence contested.
Mm-hmm.
Tominaga contested. Jawan Gary contested.
You don't think of Creighton as a good defensive team, but Fred lauded their defense in the post game. Creighton's a top 15 team. They look like a team that would be seated between 3 and 5.
When they're making their threes, that team can beat anybody.
Yeah. And Nebraska,
and they've got a shorter bench than Nebraska. That was the big conversation going into it. Was they didn't have they played less. They played more minutes on their team.
Mm-hmm.
And so generally that means frantic defense by the Huskers.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, no one's going 40 minutes or even 35. That's not happening.
Extreme disappointment, but Jake's right. You can't let it beat you twice.
Minnesota, let's see how they look on the road.
These next two games, I think, really
you'll be there at 5:30 next week against
tell
Michigan.
to the season.
Minnesota on the road on Wednesday. Yeah, Michigan State Sunday here in Lincoln.
Big games.
And then at Kansas State after that. So a couple big games ahead.
Big games.
Big Ten play begins Wednesday.
I was ready to make the statement. I thought we were going to beat Creighton
and go undefeated
and put us in the NIT lock.
Gary Templeton on line 1.
I mean, does this still look like a Nebraska team that's going to finish between 8-12 and 12-8 in the Big Ten? Somewhere in that range. 8-12 or 12-8. 12-8 would get you in the tournament, by the way.
Absolutely.
When we come back, Song of the Day and Bill's Thrills on early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Golfing in 72 degrees in perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2024 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try the Cubano panini with ham, applewood smoked pork loin, and more. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Apace Foundation. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
You can get diesel anywhere. But what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday season is upon us. And wow, do we have some really awesome incentives to share with you. Right now at Coppel, we're offering 0.9% interest rates or $6,000 off select Chevrolet and GMC models. Yes, you heard right, 0.9% or $6,000 off select new models. In addition, Costco customers can get special incentives for this entire month. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out at CoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus with approved credit.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then.
Once again, your song of the day, Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin from 1975. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
It's a serious one. That was a good, I mean,
That's a serious song.
it's serious. There, yeah, everybody can relate to that one. Jake. Me, that's a classic.
It is a classic.
It's an absolute classic. It's iconic. Harry Chapin.
Mm-hmm.
Such a surprised me. It's not lighthearted.
Yeah.
I'd go 8.996, just short of a 9.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it's a haunting song.
Haunting, real song.
Haunting.
Yes, everything about it is just. It's not a song that it'd be a song that I would never turn off. I'm just going to listen to it, even though sometimes I want to turn it off because it's a sad song.
It's kind of hardcore,
but it's very good. So well done. So well done. So like I said, it's weird because I knew every word to it. I knew every word to the song. Absolutely.
Really? So you've heard it many times. See, we've heard it. We grew up with it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go with an 8-4-4-4-2-1. Yeah, 8-4-4-4-2-1.
Josh, I'm going to guess Josh's score. I'm going to go with a 7-5.
I'm going to go 6-9.
Okay, yeah, it's in that range.
8.2. Okay, high scores today. Yeah. High scores. Before I get to some ratings,
sad.
A quick legal ID. Hang on 1 second.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Some scores here. Notorious B.I.B. 6.2. Guilt Nerd 8.1. Sanderson says maybe my favorite ever 10 plus.
Jeez.
Who in Columbus, Bill? 6. 9.3 Jennifer, 8 Hubby. Scott and Bancroft, 9.2. Mike and Dalton, a 9.1. Too Ripped to Quit. It's an interesting name there. Says 7 on that one. Husker Mike, 8.5 in Waterloo. 8.1 from Ryan in California. Aaron and Mike at 8.25. Josh and Fairbury, an easy 9 there. So, again, Song of the Day, Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin from 1975.
Nice job by Jake.
Really interesting.
No, Bill asked me at the game. He says, "What's the song number?" I said, "I can't tell you. Can't tell you."
He did say, "I'm thinking about going 70s."
That's right. In the middle, 1975.
It's a really interesting pick.
Yes, very interesting.
Because it's not lighthearted.
No.
Jake, I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
but it's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
Without further ado, it's time for a Monday edition. Of Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, Bill's Thrills is sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Bill, the floor is yours on a Monday. Here we go.
I was texting with Ty Steinkooler yesterday.
Ty Steinkooler.
Yes, that's Ty.
That is Ty. Dirk, Scott, Ty Steinkooler.
That's who that is.
I did not put that
These
together.
guys making a lot of money. A lot of money.
Former Husker.
Anyway, but we text him. And we just talked about he was going to the game. As he was preparing to go to the game. Did not run into it at the game. Would love to have seen him, but just appreciate those guys so much. Okay, I need you guys to lock in.
I'm locked.
I need you guys to lock in.
Locked and loaded.
So we're going to talk some football.
Okay.
We're going football facts, Jake, if that's okay with you.
I love football facts Monday.
And we're going to talk about the quarterback position, which is crazy with what we just heard with Kyle McCord.
Interesting.
And the value. The starter, the playoff selection. I want you to think about this. The entire playoff selection committee hinged off of one thing: the injury of a starting quarterback. That hinged the entire play. There's no way
Jordan Travis.
That if Jordan Travis is still with him, that they're out of the playoffs. No chance.
Probably not.
No chance. But it's written in the code of ethics for the evaluation of teams for the CFP. The committee can reevaluate if a major damaging injury occurs. So think about this. This 100% now falls on the quarterback room. Because can you imagine Florida State, Alabama, any team being eliminated from the playoffs because they lost their starting tight end? Because they lost their starting strong safety?
No.
There's no position. Starting running back would not eliminate. If Florida State had their starting quarterback, but they lost their best defender, they would They would not be eliminated from the playoffs. That is the value of the quarterback.
Fascinating.
It is. It is so quarterback. The Heisman now is a what?
It's a quarterback award.
It's a quarterback
Large,
driven
it is.
array. There's an occasion like that, but
yeah.
if you over the next 20 years, it'll be like 18-2.
Mm.
I bet if you go the last 10 years, it's like 9-1.
Something like
that. And it's like 9-1. The receiver for Alabama won the Heisman in COVID year. Devontae Smith won like that. So I think, make sure I say it right, Jaden Daniels, correct?
Yes.
For LSU?
Yes.
Jalen.
Oh God.
Hold it now. See, I thought
it's Jaden. You're right.
Jaden.
My bad.
I think he's the most dynamic player playing football right now.
Okay.
You can't tackle him, and he can spin it.
Okay.
And he's got poise, and he's tough. He's got all the things, and he processes very fast. They couldn't tackle him.
Okay.
People could not tackle him. So let's just take this one. So let's just say, in the last 3 games, let's just talk about this. Let's go through the schedule now. So what if this is not a negative towards her, because this would be anybody. This could be Iowa, this could be Illinois, whoever it is. What if Nebraska had Jaden Daniels? Do they beat Iowa?
Yes.
Do they beat Wisconsin?
Yes.
Overtime? Do they beat Maryland?
Yes.
Do they beat Michigan State?
Yes.
Do they beat
Good God.
Do they beat Minnesota?
Probably yes.
That's a yes also at that. CU, they beat CU?
It's possible.
I put down question mark, yes.
Toss up there.
They were rolling, and Nebraska started getting going in the second quarter, then the turnovers happened.
Yeah. And then you had Michigan, not likely.
No.
Not likely, but still likely. This would put Nebraska at 10-2.
If a quarterback.
And playing Michigan, again, probably for a pick'em game in the Big Ten Championship.
Quarterback meant that much.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's
he
what it
can mean that much.
If Iowa had Jaden Daniels, they beat Michigan. If Iowa with the same, and I'm saying this happened in Nebraska with all the injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Not even don't take the injuries back. Just the roster is how the roster was for every game.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Iowa, Wisconsin, Maryland, Michigan State, Minnesota for sure.
I think so, yeah.
So they had 5 wins. So for sure they got 5 more.
Mm-hmm.
That's
10-2.
That's the value of the quarterback. Now, an Iowa fan will push back. Hey, we won 10 without one. Get that. But the value of the quarterback. So when I was watching Salter from Liberty,
yes,
he's the closest thing I've seen to a Jaden Daniel. As far as he's only a sophomore,
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't tackle him. He runs the same. His body type is the same, and his talent level. Jake looked it up yesterday. What was his numbers again?
This year is like 31 touchdowns and 5 picks. I want to say
it's insane.
So he can throw it.
He can throw it. He's led them to a New Year's Six bowl. They're undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
They scored. Just put an example. What did Auburn score against? I think they scored 10 points against New Mexico State. 10.
Yeah.
These guys scored 50 something against them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
49.
49. They scored 49 against the same team.
Yeah. So as Bill said, the sophomore, 31 touchdowns, 5 picks, 2,700 plus yards passing.
Mm-hmm.
And his feet are incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is I want to talk about was the value of the quarterback.
Value.
It's mind numbing what they can do for your team.
Yeah. And this guy, this Salter, again, over 1,000 yards rushing this year. 12 touchdowns.
12 touchdowns.
You got to get a good one.
That's a stud.
Salter is someone that I could see starting at USC next year. And it's going to be bizarre because they're playing in not in the Cotton Bowl, are they in the Fiesta? What is Liberty? Liberty like that. They're on a New Year's Day 6 or whatever it is.
New Year's 6
Day, whatever it is. The 6th.
Liberty
New Year's on January 6th now.
Liberty will play Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl on New Year's Day.
Interesting.
You know what? It might be. He's probably trying out for Oregon. Is what
might be.
He'd be the next guy going to Oregon. If he decides to. Now, here's the difference. I told Jake. Liberty's the only school that's not Power 5 that has the money to pay. They have the money. Because they have the money. What's up? Is it Jerry Falwell? Is that who's
Falwell? Falwell.
So they were known back even when Turner Gill was the head coach there. The assistant coaches were all paid on Power 5 Big Ten money. They have money, and now they have even more money. That's the reason that their head coach went from Coastal Carolina. Right away, you go Coastal Carolina. All right, you're good. You're rolling. I'm going to Liberty.
Why?
That's your upgrade, Liberty? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. I bet he went up $3 to $4 million.
Is it private? It's private. You may not even know.
Don't even know the
you can get paid. You sure can. Yeah. Nobody even knows.
Nobody
what
has
they're
no
getting paid.
any idea
The
what
power,
happened.
so just think the entire playoff system was based off of one thing: an injury to the starting quarterback. That was where the whole case was made. That's what they said. Why did I get in? Quarterback injury.
That's a lot of it.
100%. That's what they said. Because they don't. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then the value of a quarterback, of what they can do to a team. Now that'd be the same thing with anyone though. Right now, if like I said, if Iowa has Daniels right there,
good God.
I mean, they
Think about that team for a second.
They wouldn't have lost to Penn State. They wouldn't have lost. I don't think they would have lost to Penn State. I really don't think they would have lost to Penn State.
They probably would have undefeated.
Yeah.
Really?
Do they lose? Do they?
They're a playoff team.
Does Iowa lose to Minnesota?
No.
They have
Hell no.
Jay
So I
Daniels?
can go one-loss team maybe.
At tops.
Yeah.
And that would have been a what? That
Close.
probably would have been a 24-27 game at Penn State. Who wins it? That's how what it would
They would have had more than 76 yards of offense.
What one player can do, and that's only at that position. Like I said, it doesn't alter anything else. If it's like if you go the other direction, let's just say this. Let's just say it's Nebraska, and they have Marvin Harrison at receiver.
Doesn't change it as much.
It doesn't change it near as much.
No.
It'd be good.
Could be position player.
But does it change the number near as much? In my mind, no, it doesn't. Because the other guy's touching the ball.
Unless he can play a little quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, Marvin, come on. You're the quarterback now.
Maybe that's what you do.
Again, this is not a shot on any quarterbacks. It's not a shot on Nebraska. It's just if you have the best player in the. I think he's the best player in the country.
So that's the key.
It's
got to be. It's got to. If he's an elite guy, he can do that. He can flip your win total from 5 to 10.
What if he's at Illinois? What do they win? They win 9 or 10.
9 or 10.
They win 9 or 10.
The question is, how many quarterbacks can do that?
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Not that many.
That's why he should be the Heisman winner.
That's why you have to be
a handful.
You have to have the skill set to be able to run to change the game.
I think Bo Nix could do it.
If someone says right now, I don't know if Penix moves the number the same because he doesn't have the same ability to run.
How about Nix? Bo Nix.
Almost identical.
Right.
Close.
That's what I thought.
Does he beat Iowa? Yes. Does he all the ones we said? Nebraska, if they have a Bo Nix, because he's either going to win the Heisman, finish second in the Heisman, whatever it would be.
I don't see McCarthy in that light. I don't see McCarthy in that light.
No, I don't either. I don't see McCarthy.
He's good.
In the same way, even though we're shocked McCord's leaving, would you see McCord in the same way?
Hell no.
I don't see him the same way because of what they can do with their feet also.
Yeah.
So that's where one player can completely change a coach's career.
Oh.
One player changes his entire career. Right now,
the right one.
Here's the LSU schedule. They lost 3. They minimum lose 6 without him. There's no way they beat Missouri. Missouri was up and down the field against him, and he won. They'd lost 6 without him, maybe 7.
Florida State jacked them.
Now there's a Football Facts Monday on Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors. Top of the hour next. Michigan, can they handle being the favorite? Can they get it done this year? We'll discuss that next. An early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Everybody wants a classic Christmas. Well, there's nothing more classic than cash. So until January 3rd, 2024, enter non-winning Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets online, and you could win $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000. Hurry and jingle all the way to your nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer and have yourself a classic little Christmas with the whole family of Holiday Classic scratch tickets. Top prize odds vary by game.
Experience flexibility like never before with Ace Rent-to-Own. Whether you're decorating a new home or upgrading your electronics, they provide easy payment plan options that suit your budget. No credit checks, no hefty interest rates, just straightforward renting solutions designed with you in mind. Find great options to make a beautifully furnished space or surround yourself with the latest gadgets. With Ace Rent-to-Own, it's all within your grasp. Visit acerentoown.com and bring home more than just a product. Bring home a lifestyle.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on smart wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
This year, give the gift of delicious food, incredible service, and a lasting memory with the Pillar Restaurant Group gift card. When you purchase a $50 gift card, you receive a $5 bonus card, or purchase a $100 gift card to receive a $20 bonus card. These cards can be used at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, The Butchery, The Bakery, and all Lincoln Good Sense Deli Fresh Subs locations. Available for purchase at any of our concepts or online at prgnebraska.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early 2024. And Bill, what's our special day with Steve Schindler?
Well, you see Schindler here, which is incredible that we have him here with us. It's like he's live. You go to the live stream like that.
I'm going to flip the camera for a second. For those who don't understand what I'm talking about.
He's very famous.
Watch this.
Yeah.
There he is. If you're watching on the video stream, there Steve Schindler is right ahead of us in studio.
And boy, does he have something going today.
What does he
coming
have
off
today
the weekend. Remember, he's had a lot of big things going on right there. Here's what we got going today at Creighton Bank, Midwest Bank.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lumberjack Monday. It's Lumberjack Monday. Competitive local lumberjack competition.
Oh, God.
They've got the log saw, the 2-man crosscut. They've got the 2-man crosscut competition. So that they've got axe throwing, men, women, and youth, where once again the buses will be on a loop, getting the kids from school down to watch the axe throwing that they have going on there. One of my favorites is the hot chainsaw. That's the and you go up. So they have so this is all going on in the lobby. So
it's not outside.
No, it's all in the lobby. They got chainsaws. Well, it can't be outside. They have the skating rink out there. Come on, guys.
You fall down.
You fall down. So they have a hot chainsaw force right there. Then they have the one that's the most dangerous. And Steve told me this. He goes, this is something that they really didn't know what to do because they have to chop. It's the springboard one. The springboard's the one where you have to chop and you got to put a board in. You climb up on the board and you have to chop the next one out, climb up another board. So you're up in the air 12 feet. Then you have to chop down from that, from standing on the board. So you check it out. It's the springboard one that's incredible.
This bank is pretty big, right?
Yes, the bank is big. The lobby's big. This is all going on. So this is all the local people. You can go outside of Knox County for this, for Lumberjack Monday. But here's the big one coming at 2:44. They're bringing in a 3,000-gallon tank. 3,000-gallon tank like that for competitive log rolling. So they're doing the competitive log rolling. So
inside the bank.
Inside the bank. So that's the 3,000 gallons of water. And then they do the back and forth. They do the competition log rolling. And they'll start it off with some teaching. So they'll get some of the youth up to try it out. Special shoes you wear with they have a little cleat on them.
This is a competition.
It's a competition. There's local lumberjacks, but they also have that they're also bringing in 8 from the pro tour. To compete. So this should
be covered. There
so
should be media.
There will be. This will be on ESPN too. ESPN.
Maybe the Ocho.
Yeah,
so there's cameras set?
There's cameras set up there, yes.
And there's a truck.
Yes.
There's a feed.
There's a live feed. So a 3,000-gallon water tank is also being brought in by Steve Schindler.
And tell me.
Yes, for Lumberjack Monday.
Yeah. And Schindler surely participates.
He will participate.
Yeah,
yes.
Look at his shoulder.
Look at his shoulder like that.
Broad shoulder.
He's very excited about the hot saw. The chainsaw.
How old is Shin Daddy though?
What's that?
Is he still able to compete?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's very athletic. Very, very athletic.
Don't doubt Shin Daddy. Come on.
Very athletic. So we're
I wasn't necessarily doubting him.
And then nice to have it's just so nice that the school is letting the kids out to come down and compete like that. They don't go to a lot of school there in Creighton. They miss a lot of school, and the school buses are always on a loop. They just call them up. They say run the loop.
But this is learning.
Yeah, this is learning. This is teaching.
Maybe
right here.
learning for me. I'd never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
And it's inside the bank.
It's inside the bank. And there'll be hot chocolate there and stuff. There'll be
they have to. He's festive.
And also, all the tellers will be in full Paul Bunyan lumberjack gear. So they will be in plaid.
And still working, though.
Still working.
You can still do bank.
They'll be in plaid, jeans, and some Timberlands.
And just so the people know, you can still do your banking business.
Yeah, the bank's open. Steve's doing loans. Yeah, Steve's doing loans.
It's not like this
They'll
is
pause
shutting
the
everything
fun
down.
for loans. Come on,
Well, the fun will continue. I mean, the way I envision it, anyway.
How do you see it, Steve?
That my vision is always this. There's this. All of this is going on, but you can, if I wanted to go in and
just deposit a check,
do a banking matter, I could do it. You can do it.
Oh yeah, I'm transferring some funds.
Yeah,
right over there.
Yeah,
right over there. Yeah. Well, there's a chainsaw going back here. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Connie will be right there.
Don't worry about the chainsaw. Come on.
It'd be a little disconcerting to some people.
Yeah, might catch a couple. If you're used to just I'm just used to the standard bank.
Yeah, chainsaws over there.
There's a chainsaw. There's a 3,000-gallon water tank over there with the log in it.
But you tell me this. I don't know. I mean, Shin Daddy's your relation.
Yes.
I think he could. I mean, he could probably soothe any nerves. If a person's nervous, Shin Daddy would go over and say,
you can go over and talk to him.
Hey, we can.
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm just here I just want to get a car loan.
Right.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, come in my office.
Come in the office right here. It's okay.
Let me take my boots off.
Yeah.
I'll put the chainsaw down for a second.
Put my chainsaw down. I'm gonna loosen my Timberlands and let's have a talk.
Shin Daddy.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And
there he is.
There he is. He's right in front of
watching. Put him on the screen again. Look, there he is. He's on the screen.
He's on the screen.
Ahead of us.
He is on the screen.
He's on the screen.
Oh my God.
There he is.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, he's on the screen.
Like I said, just remember if you go into Midwest Bank in Creighton, there's a giant cutout. Not giant. There's a cutout of Allie Batenhorst, one of the great volleyball players of all time at Nebraska. She's there. She's there.
They have Bainhorst. We have Schindler.
Overselling her a little bit, but yeah.
But anyway,
I think she's in the lineup these days.
I'm sticking with my evaluation. Sticking with my evaluation.
Thank you to our friends at Midwest Bank and Steve Schindler for
That was incredible.
being here in the studio with us.
God,
now
thank you,
going
Shin Daddy.
That is a big day.
Can
for
you see
Shin
it? Can you visualize the day?
Well,
I mean,
I can, and I'm going to try to watch on ESPN today.
Yes.
The Deuce.
We'll make sure
The Deuce.
we'll recap it tomorrow.
There's
for sure.
a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot of noise. And the skating rink is outside.
It's
too.
outside.
You can still
Exactly.
skate.
You still skate.
Just don't have the chainsaw when you're skating. Please be responsible here to some extent. Chainsaw
West
inside.
lot.
Yes.
The West lot.
Midwest
The
Bank
skating
in
rink.
Creighton.
Yes.
Thank you. 464-5685. Call or text as always. All right. So, again, the playoff is set. Michigan, Washington, Texas, Bama. It'll be Michigan against Bama, Washington versus Texas in the playoff. So, the Wolverines enter for the first time as the number 1 seed in the college football playoff. Is this the year that Jim Harbaugh and the Wolverines get over the top, or are they headed for another first semifinal exit?
I don't think this is the year.
They're
don't.
number 1.
You saw the reaction, and I think you saw the reaction by Michigan players, and I don't know who else was in that room. It was a big room. It looked like a ballroom. And when Alabama flashed up, the response is not what you want. It wasn't a great look for Michigan. It wasn't.
I didn't see it. I was driving.
Okay. The response was, oh, God.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was
It was not. All right. We got Bama.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. It was
subdued.
Yeah, they're like,
they're like, oh, God, we got Bama. It was that. They're not going to beat Bama. They ain't going to beat Bama.
I'm curious what the spread will be, and I can see what the opening line is for that right now.
like I said, I felt they shouldn't be the 1 seed. I thought they should be the 2 seed. And right now, they kind of wish they were the 2 seed.
Yes.
Yes. Like,
Although Texas is a bear, too.
Texas is playing incredible right now.
They're a bear.
If someone says Texas won't win it, I'd push back real hard.
Oh,
Texas
is a bear. They're a bear up front on defense.
Yeah.
The secondary is not the greatest, but they are up front really good on defense.
Opening line for Bama, Michigan is Michigan 1.5 point favorites.
Surprises me. Surprises me a little bit. Surprises me they're the favorite. I don't like.
I like it. It's on January 1. I like that.
That's the game.
Yep.
That's the thing. That's the game. And I'm glad it's in the Rose Bowl because it'll be a magnificent.
I couldn't disagree more. I wish it was flipped.
Really?
I wish that. I wish that
it was in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, it was in the Sugar Bowl. I wish that was the Sugar Bowl game. I wish that was the second game.
Oh, I don't. I'm just sick. I'm just talking purely venue.
But I will
just
say
like
this.
it in the Rose Bowl.
Just imagine that you're in the Rose Bowl. Who's playing? Oh, we got
Michigan, Alabama.
Yeah,
So
Michigan. See if anybody watches that.
Michigan, all-time leader in wins.
Yeah.
Alabama, number 2 all time.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better than that.
That will be that's a classic example of 100,000 people in a brutal ticket to get. That's a hard one to get right there. Very hard.
Yeah, harder than Texas, Washington. Texas, Washington's a good game. By the way, that's a rematch of last year. Alamo Bowl.
Yeah.
Washington 27, Texas 20.
Texas a 4-point favorite early for that game
Texas
right now.
is playing
Opening 4-point favorite. Texas.
Like I said, if you'd have taken it, literally is probably 99 out of 100 people, even coach wise. He said, "Who's going to win the game? Oregon or Washington?" It's like Oregon. Oregon lost to them by 3 at Washington. No, they're playing way better. No, you don't know.
No,
you don't know.
And listen, when I say Alabama's going to beat Michigan, I don't know. I mean, I've been so wrong on predictions that
it's not going to. It wouldn't be shocking.
It would not.
Nope. At all. It wouldn't be like how did that happen? No. And also, at least on paper, it looks as if 2 really good games.
Real good.
In 2019, when we played Oklahoma, we scored 49 in the first half.
I think it's not going to be
63 in total. LSU just completely dismantled Oklahoma.
It's not going to be that.
No, it's going to be.
Here's the thing.
In the style that the 2 teams play, that's going to be that's probably a 23-20 game. I'd imagine somewhere in that aspect.
Saban gets a month to prepare. Saban with a month to prepare.
So,
the best coach of all time.
Last year,
go back to
last year's playoffs. I mean, the semifinal games were both great. Ohio State, Georgia was a great game, right? Michigan, TCU was a great game.
They were.
And the final sucked.
That was terrible.
65-7. Georgia still scoring on TCU. You can't see a situation
5
where that
minutes into the
happens
game
again,
was
right?
over.
You expect both games to be good in the semifinals. You can't really envision right now a blowout scenario in the final for any of these teams versus one of the others.
So no, no, there's no because Georgia was so good. I don't think there's a team as good as Georgia in this field. Georgia last year. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think there's a team in the field as good as them. So that's part of it. I don't know. It's now getting back to Bill's discussion about Florida State. There's always been this. See, here's what you get. There's always been this tug of war, this discussion of getting back to Florida State, the best teams versus the most deserving, and Florida State's the most deserving. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
but there's always been this. Which is it? Is it the best or the most deserving? I try to sprinkle them in together.
What would happen? I thought of this one. What would take any of the teams, especially an SEC team? Let's just say that Alabama starts off. They lose their first 2 games because of injury. Because of injury, then they win they win their next 10 by like 35-point margin, and they go on and win. Would you put a 2-loss team in because you say, hey, they're clearly better?
I don't know,
but look at them,
right?
They're clearly better. But they got
well. What if they win the SEC?
They won the SEC, but they still have 2 losses.
Yeah.
But so we'd put a 2-loss team in over a 1-loss team
or a zero
loss. I mean, over a 0-loss team.
Yeah, no, hard
because
to do.
they'll look at them.
It's hard to do.
Look at them.
It's hard to do. Hard to do. But this was hard. This had to be hard, and I bet there's committee members that feel awful. My guess is there's committee members that feel awful.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay, the question here then, if we don't think that Michigan as the 1 seed is going to win it all, which of these 4 teams do you like to win?
Kind of like Bama. I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
I don't want to steal the thunder because Keith Mann was the original of this, but the Texas take is really good.
It is because
they're
in
playing.
Houston.
They're playing really good right now,
And the national title game is in Houston.
Yeah.
They looked awesome,
and they were, and that was a loud crowd for the Big 12 championship game.
Quinn Ewers was sensational in that game.
I missed the 2. I'd like to hear from you guys on the 2. There was the controversy with getting the trophy from Petiti, right? Is that right?
Tony Petiti, yeah.
Petiti.
I say getting
Go with Petiti.
Yeah,
not Petiti.
I still was right.
Petiti. Can you just say Petiti?
Petiti.
Yeah,
there you go. Controversy there, right?
Tony Petiti.
Yeah,
I like the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Diction.
Controversy
with the trophy.
They booed him lustily. The Texas crowd booed Petiti lustily. I mean, it was incredible. You seldom hear that much lust. I don't like to say hate, but it was rough for Petiti. He handled it really well. But it was presenting the trophy to Texas. Did you hear that crowd? The Texas crowd, which was formidable in that stadium. Is that Jerry's World? I mean, it was incredible. And I don't mind the pick of Texas to win it all.
No, I like that.
Yeah, they have the goods to do it.
They have their last couple of games. They've just dominated. They beat Texas Tech by 50, right? And they beat Oklahoma State by 30 some points,
right?
In the title game.
I hate to open this wound. Because I don't disagree with you guys, but I think I try to see the other side a little bit better. I wouldn't pick Florida State to win it. You're not even picking them to beat Georgia. See, that's the argument. I mean, I get it. I mean, you're not picking them. Not only are you wouldn't pick Florida State to win the title, you're not even picking them to win the Orange Bowl.
Check the spread in that real quick.
Okay. Bill's not listening to me.
I'm doing some studying here.
Yeah.
There is no spread yet in Georgia, Florida State.
But you see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be fair to all parties.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Hold on.
I have to jump in on this. I have to overrule this. Because if I'm not wrong here, right? Isn't Petiti the commissioner of the Big Ten?
Yeah.
So why was he giving the trophy to
Brett
Yormark?
Yormark. It was Brett Yormark. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in, by the way. Because we messed that up. Yeah. I hope somebody.
In my head, I'm going like.
It was Brett Yormark.
I got done in my
head was questioning it, but you were confident. I'll let you go with it.
You were so confident.
Thank you. Thank you for rescuing us. No, it was Brett Yormark.
Yormark,
playoff.
Yeah.
Petiti, Big Ten.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We got.
Okay. Now we go back to now. Here's the thing, Bill. I don't want to open this wound. We don't need to throw hands. But when you can have civil discussions over this. You would agree with me. You wouldn't pick Florida State to win the national title. You're not even picking them to beat Georgia.
The only reason I'm not saying the Georgia is because I just don't know that. I've seen it happen for thousands of years. I tell all the time, people always go, "Well, here's what the Big Ten did in the bowl game, whatever." Games. That happens forever. Utah beat Alabama,
right?
In the Sugar Bowl. Alabama was they were like,
okay,
that was just like when they played each other. There was not that they were dejected that they were in the Sugar Bowl and not in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's just such a dejection. That will be and also, I mean, I hate to say this, but I hope it's not the case. But is there a couple of players on Florida State defense that doesn't play in that game?
Could be.
When you're not in the you're not.
What about Georgia though? Why are they so motivated?
I think they're very young. I think they were in transitional time. When you were watching that game, I never felt that Georgia was a slam dunk national champion that got knocked out.
No.
I didn't watch the game.
Did not. I watched 3/4 of it. Georgia's not Georgia of the last 2 years.
I'm thinking about this one too. So after the game or whatever it was, the next day, I think it was that night when they interviewed Kirby Smart, and he's like, "Well, the committee, it's not that. Just look at it. If they say the best is the best, then obviously we're in." No one even considered Georgia being in. There was not
really.
one person in the conversation yesterday that said, "Well, it might be Georgia." Nope. No one even thought about it. It wasn't even talked about.
No, there wasn't.
It wasn't even talked about. It wasn't like, well, they went from 1 to 6. Lost a 3-point game.
Neutral field.
One and led in the game too.
I got to tell you though, full disclosure, my SEC bias is really strong.
We can't tell that already. It's pretty clear.
I mean, if they would have put Georgia in, I would have maybe. All right. SEC, Bama, and Georgia. I get it.
That'd have been incredible. You know what?
You're 6. You are 6.
So would have been the best.
I would have got a kick.
And the Final Four is Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss.
Anyway, see, but my point is, I try to see it all different. I try to see all different sides. Nobody would pick Florida State to win the national title if they were in the Final Four. People will pick Alabama.
Yes,
they will pick Texas.
And
there's a lot of people that won't pick Florida State to beat Georgia. I mean, so all right. I mean, that's just another way to look at it. It's just another way to look at it. That's all I'm saying. I fundamentally agree with you.
I'm so mad about it. It went against sport.
I get you.
I get that. That's
college football has done that for years.
Doesn't mean it's right.
Trust me.
No.
That's college football. I think it was. I don't know if it was like 1970s, whatever it was. I think it was Nixon. After Texas won, I think they beat A&M, whatever. Like on Thanksgiving Day, he declared them national champions.
Yeah,
they didn't play the bowl game yet.
Right.
So that's what I mean. So yeah, the president.
It happens.
It happens.
Texas champions.
Yeah,
I said so.
In the locker room, national champions. University of Texas.
I mean, the media used to vote the national champions.
Yeah,
crying out loud.
I mean, the thing about that. Nebraska has one that's split.
Right.
It's split.
Exactly.
Because we said so.
Right. Because we said
why?
So. Because we said so.
Because you listen to me, I make the rules. We'll have more next. Early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Everybody wants a classic Christmas. Well, there's nothing more classic than cash. So until January 3rd, 2024, enter non-winning Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets online, and you could win $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000. Hurry and jingle all the way to your nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer and have yourself a classic little Christmas with the whole family of Holiday Classic scratch tickets. Top prize odds vary by game.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Hi, I'm Steve Carper for O Street Carpet. For Christmas, we're doing everything possible to help you spruce up your home without making a dent in your holiday budget. If you need new wood flooring, new carpet, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you want to shop at O Street Carpet. We offer 12-month same-as-cash financing, Lincoln's best selection in stock, free in-home measuring, and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
December is here, which means your stress levels are probably high as you try to wrap up year-end work tasks, attend holiday gatherings, and find the perfect holiday gift for everyone in your family. Good news! The Body Shop can relieve your stress with a massage for you and a gift card for a massage for your shopping purposes. Book an appointment for yourself or get a gift card for the holidays today at thebodyshoplincoln.com, located at 48th and A.
John Henry's would like to remind you, if you haven't already, to unhook your outdoor hoses and check faucets for leaks so your pipes don't freeze. As the official plumber of the Huskers, you know who to call when a plumbing issue arises. From frozen pipes to clogged drains, we can help you protect your home this winter. Give John Henry's a call today to schedule at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday season is upon us, and wow, do we have some really awesome incentives to share with you. Right now at Koppel, we're offering 0.9% interest rates or $6,000 off select Chevrolet and GMC models. Yes, you heard right, 0.9% or $6,000 off select new models. In addition, Costco customers can get special incentives for this entire month. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus with approved credit.
We're on the air.
Back.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I have failed all of us so far by not playing a
we
quote.
know that.
Yeah, that's typical every day.
Was this from yesterday?
No, from Saturday.
I know, but I brought up
Yes.
yesterday. Okay.
Okay,
So, I get any love on this at all, Jake, since I mentioned this to you?
All right, so late last week, Indiana hires Kurt Signetti, the James Madison head coach.
Very good hire, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
So of course you do.
I like Kurt Signetti. I think he's
he's good.
fantastic,
It's good hire.
James
Yeah,
Madison.
it's good hire. Yeah, it's good.
Now, he was introduced as the head coach on Saturday afternoon at an Indiana basketball game. And this is not a long clip, but Kurt got a little excited about the situation he's in. And I'll let you hear from
Halftime.
Kurt Signetti, the new Indiana football coach, addressing the crowd at halftime. Take it away, Kurt.
Hey, look, I'm super fired up about this opportunity. I've never taken a back seat to anybody and don't plan on starting now. Purdue sucks. But so does Michigan in Ohio State.
There's
That's incredible.
Okay.
Indiana football coach.
That's
Kurt
fascinating.
Signetti.
Not even kind of fascinating. Incredible.
You don't hear that. What if Rule would have pulled one of those at PBA?
Yeah.
Wisconsin sucks. Iowa sucks too. You know what? So does Ohio State. Go Big Red out. Rule out.
Yes, you would get a great response. It would be but there'd be everyone going like, and the AD right away, they're going, okay, first comment public. That's what you went with. Ohio State and Michigan suck, and so does Purdue.
That's interesting.
Purdue sucks.
Did you hear?
But so does Michigan and Ohio State.
It kind of sounds like Lou Holt's statement. It kind of sounds like Lou Holt.
In Ohio State.
That is fascinating.
Kurt Signetti.
Good job
The
on
new
that.
head coach at Indiana.
I had no idea.
Taking the court at Indiana basketball.
Grabs the mic, gets in the middle of the court, which is a famed court at Indiana, and that's what he went with to lead him out.
The apocalypse is nearly.
Do you think next year, if Purdue beats him, does that get played across any Purdue radio stations?
I would hope so.
Purdue sucks.
Yeah.
Just play this on the loop right here. Just play it. Just on a loop. On a loop.
But so does Michigan and Ohio State.
I mean,
the new head
it's
coach.
kind of like the WWE.
It was. It was like he's making $5 to $7 million a year.
It's a very buttoned down conference. But here's Cincinnati.
Exactly. There could be more button down in the Big Ten.
Treating it like it's like a AAA baseball game.
Oh God. Big fan of that.
AAA baseball game. It's more AA. Yeah. It wasn't even AAA. It was single. That was more of a rookie league.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Something up in Nantucket.
Yeah.
He's fired up, man. Kurt Signetti.
I guess it's
Fired
okay.
up.
I just now if people are pushing back on us, kind of making fun of him, just think about if Rule did that at PBA.
Yeah.
If he grabbed the mic at PBA like the coaches always do, you know, and he threw
just yells, Purdue sucks. But so does Michigan and Ohio State.
Well, it'd be Iowa. He'd say Iowa sucks.
And Wisconsin.
Yeah. And Michigan and Ohio State.
All right,
what would we?
What if
how
you
would
say
Trev
man?
react to that?
Okay.
And then the AD, there's no way he's going like, I'm glad you did that. I'm so glad.
I think so.
That stirred up sales. We got a lot of ticket sales going now. No. And then
I think you said, what was that?
There's also, now, I don't hear this, but I was told this. They also made comments that he went to the Big Ten championship game. He goes, I want to take this in from a fan's perspective because from here on out we'll be in this game.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was, but I can't, don't quote me on that. I was told he was said that. I have not seen the quote, nor have I heard any audio on that.
If Indiana gets to a Big Ten title game under Kurt Signetti, he is the best coach of all time.
He's the best coach of all time.
All time.
All time.
Yeah, sorry, Nick Saban.
No.
6 national title ring.
Yeah.
Let's add Washington, Oregon, USC, UCLA. Indiana's in the finals in the Big Ten title game. No big deal.
Out of 18 teams
Kurt
now.
Signetti.
Well, you got to think you can do it. I mean, I do give him credit for that.
Is there anything going on in the portal today?
Yes, before we get to the game show, it is portal day. We heard Kyle McCordick in the Ohio State quarterback, the first segment, our 6 o'clock segment. He entered the portal today. 24 touchdowns, 6 picks, 1 loss by 6 to Michigan. McCord's in the portal. It's already been wild over the last week. All these guys saying we're going to the portal. It's going to get even wilder today.
Today's going to get wild. There's going to be 10 stories today. That was just a lead
portal. A lot of quarterbacks are going.
That'll be a lead story. I mean, historically tells you everyone. If you just took the Big Ten, probably every school will have 10 go in.
No, I don't think Nebraska will have 10 go in.
Don't have 10 go in.
No, I don't think Nebraska.
Maybe not. I don't know.
No. I want to say something here. No, I don't think Nebraska will have 5 go in. No, not today. I don't. Now we'll see, and tomorrow we'll address it. I could be wrong.
I just put historically, in Division I, that's what goes in basically every year.
Don't think
10 go in. That's why I said the number 10.
Yeah, Bill. This is just my read. And I'm usually right, as you know, but I'm not always right.
Well, we struggled with the Big Ten commissioner.
We really struggled badly.
Petiti.
We had a very embarrassing moment today.
Brett Yormark saying, "Hello, I'm over here."
Why did Petiti give away the trophy to Texas?
But I don't think you're going to see a lot of Nebraska activity.
Okay, that's good.
Of players going in.
I don't. So far, nothing. I've been reading this morning.
I wouldn't be surprised if the number. Well, today is under 3. If it goes over 3, I'd be surprised.
Was there a couple already in Javier Morton go in already? So there's one.
Yeah, back in the
but
back
it still counts.
Yeah,
still counts.
Yeah, no.
But like I said, I'm just saying historically, there'll be some
10,
teams that have 2 or 3, and some will have 20 something.
Yeah, if there's 10 from Nebraska, I would be floored. I mean, floored. It would.
You're saying 10 in general throughout the whole portal season,
even during the season, during the portal season. Yeah, I'd be floored. 10. Yeah.
Well,
but it'll be wild from a national perspective, and just the quarterback piece will be wild. I imagine there'll be 50 to 80 quarterbacks in the portal. Also,
you already have a lot of big names: Will Howard, Grayson McCall, Coastal Carolina's in the portal. Lele.
McCord blows my mind because he didn't get out in front of it. Which like Max Johnson, A&M, got out in front of it and already told people he was going to North Carolina, and the portal hadn't even been open yet. But he already said with what he was doing. So
it's very possible that McCord knows exactly where he's going right now.
But you'd think he would have got out in front of it a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's what the other teams did. Everyone else got out in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could there be somebody that played in a championship game yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be shocked from watching him if Salter is playing at Liberty next year. I think he's a phenomenal player.
They can pony up.
I think they can pony up. But at some point in time, also, if in your competitive spirit, don't you want to go see if I can play in the SEC?
Absolutely.
Go see if I can play in the Big Ten. Do I want to go?
SEC.
Do I want to go?
Notice who he said first.
Do I want to go play in games that matter?
The SEC's
what was the worst part of the whole weekend was one thing: that the Pac-12's dead. Pac-12 was fabulous this year.
For the
Pac-12. Conference has been great, and it's dead.
Gone.
That sucks. Because they got all greedy.
Thank you.
And they they could have held the conference together with less money, but they held out what they thought they should be getting. We need to be getting like Big Ten money. They're like, no, we're not giving you that. But they could have held it together.
Buffoonery.
They would have held it together. Buffoonery.
Oregon State has this great year. Now they're just screwed. No, they're just screwed.
Washington State.
Lose their head coach. All these players are leaving. Yeah, Washington State screwed now. They're screwed.
Washington State screwed.
And it was a fantastic year of quarterback play, of general football.
They're good. That's
in
a
the
good
Pac-12.
league.
Hey, they went out on a high note. How about that? The Pac-12 went out on a very high note.
So, yeah, there'll be a lot of national portal activity. Watch the quarterback positions. Nebraska went and according to On3, Sean Callahan.
On three.
Nebraska went to talk to Will Howard this weekend. Now, a lot of schools did. A lot of schools did. USC, Lincoln Riley was there. Lincoln Riley in Manhattan talking to Will Howard. Nebraska in Manhattan talking to Will Howard over the weekend.
And probably wasn't just 2.
Right. Probably more people. No, there was a bunch of people there. There was a bunch of people.
I'm still shocked. The Will Howard thing shocks me.
Why is that?
And there's 2 things I think he's looking for if he leaves, probably. And not so much on the money. I said it the other day with you and Keith Mann yesterday when I was with the media. I said, I go, A, I'm trying to win a national championship. Or B, I want to go closer to home.
Will Howard.
Those are the 2 things that he's from Pennsylvania. I don't know that, but you'd think they'd be going, you know what? I'm just going to go play close to home where my family can all see me play and do this. Or I'm going to see if I can go someplace. Because I doubt if a Will Howard, if someone pays him $1.5 million, but it's like, if we get to 6 wins, it'll be awesome.
No.
That's not what he's going for.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a hard time, even though Avery Johnson played well, and I'm a huge fan of him. I tried to get him to Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
But for them to say that just it's Avery Johnson's team now. I mean, I have a hard time thinking that K-State said that to him.
Right. So it's a sort of a head scratcher.
It's a head scratcher.
That Will Howard's even leaving.
Scratcher.
Yeah.
That it's a head scratcher that he's even leaving. Now, it would be a head scratcher to me if he came to Nebraska. I wouldn't. I would.
Yeah.
Because of the two things.
He's had big options. He's got big options.
It's like, okay, I'm going to move from Manhattan to Lincoln.
No.
Why?
And that doesn't make. They said I want to be closer to home.
Yeah, I'm not dogging Nebraska.
That makes no sense for Nebraska.
I'm not. This is not me criticizing Nebraska. It's sizing up the situation and saying, now, why would you do that? Unless it's purely financial. If he just says, well, Nebraska they just gave me an outlandish amount.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean,
there's always a factor in that.
Sure.
There's always a factor.
But USC will give him a big
It'd be very surprising with all the schools after him if Nebraska was his choice.
Right.
That's the key with Will.
No, I applaud Nebraska for throwing their hat in the ring.
You got to give it a shot.
Yeah. Just like you as a salesman, you got
to give it a shot. You get turned down, you get turned down.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. It has been a heater. You've been on a heater so far the last 4 weeks or so.
Yeah,
I'd
we're on
say.
a heater.
You have not had a losing week in a long time.
No, it's almost over already. Right now.
The season's going well. Today's topic: bowl game locations. I'll give you the name of the bowl game and who's playing it this year. You tell me what city that's being played
this
in.
is not easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy.
No.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call to take down Sip in trivia. Bill, a lifeline as always for one question. We got Jay. Jay, how do you feel about bowl game locations today?
We're 50-50 on that.
50-50. 50-50.
Jay, this is a new voice. Jay,
this is a new voice.
Thanks for calling, Jay. Let's do this. All right. Bill's my lifeline.
For one question. All right, first question goes to you, Jay. What city is the Liberty Bowl played in? This is Iowa State and Memphis this year playing in this game.
Okay, yeah.
It's a great game.
Iowa State, Memphis.
Yes. What city is that in, Jay?
Iowa State, Memphis, the Liberty Bowl. Is that in Nashville?
Nashville.
Oh, wow.
Not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess, but we just took a monster lead.
Yep.
Go with the Sip.
It's in Memphis.
Brilliant. Home game for Memphis. Yes.
Home game.
Good game.
He actually said the answer in his question.
I did.
He said the answer.
I threw Jay off probably there, didn't I?
How about Memphis? How about Memphis? Going to Memphis.
Yeah.
You guys stay in your apartment. meet us over at the Liberty Bowl. What time's the game?
You guys just go to class.
You're
not missing any class.
Not missing any class. This is a celebration.
No gifts.
No gifts.
All right, Sip. You're up 1-0. First question. Where is the Tony the Tiger Bowl played between Notre Dame and Oregon State?
Now think about what this city's getting. They're getting Notre Dame and Oregon State.
Yeah.
It's one of my all-time favorite cities. I've never been to. I want to be there. I want to go there. I've longed to go there. It was very close in what year when the kicker made the 58-yarder for Nebraska.
Alex Henry, 2000.
Because if he misses that kick, Nebraska's going to El Paso.
Yes.
El Paso.
Formerly the Sun Bowl, now the Tony the Tiger Bowl.
Known as being one of the best hospitality bowls there are.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
Someday you'll get to El Paso. So.
El Paso.
Yeah, Notre Dame, Oregon State. It's a great game.
How about that?
All right.
And the coach, what's his name? Trent Bray.
Trent Bray.
Not going to be there.
Hey, good luck, guys. We still haven't got to the bottom of that.
We'll see you next season, though. All right, to stay alive, Jay, you're down 2-0. What city is the Duke's Mayo Bowl played in? North Carolina and West Virginia. What city?
I got it.
Okay, this one's got to be in North Carolina again. Is it in Charlotte?
Good job.
Nice job.
Okay, he's alive. I had some pressure. I still got you in the back pocket.
It is Charlotte. So kind of a home game for North Carolina there.
Yeah.
And West Virginia.
So who's playing West Virginia?
And North Carolina.
That's a nice game.
Should be a high-scoring game.
Neil Brown's back. They picked him dead last. They went 8-4. Great job by him.
All right, Sip.
That was a
Bill is in play, but you're up 2-1. You look good here.
We got to close it out here.
Yeah. What city is the Camellia Bowl played in?
Oh, God.
This would be Arkansas State in northern Illinois, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, Rocky Lombardi is going bowling.
Yes.
That guy's going bowling this year.
Who's playing?
Arkansas State and northern Illinois.
They made it.
Yes.
Camellia Bowl. It's down south.
Bill's in play.
I got to guess.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't have it.
I want to say Montgomery.
Brilliant! Oh, you deserve a win on that one. That was, I think, the hardest question.
That was.
By far.
How about same thing? It's not as bad as Memphis, but New Mexico State wins 10 games.
And
goes to their conference championship game, beats Auburn, and they're going to the New Mexico Bowl. 2-hour drive on a bus.
Short trip for the fans.
Not fair.
Not fair.
Not fair.
And then you get a team like San Jose State going to Hawaii.
Not fair.
Yeah,
not
that's
fair. Whoever gets the Hawaii Bowl every year is incredible.
Yeah.
Imagine you get that one.
That'd be awesome.
It's like
Now, nobody's going to be there, but
We'll get Jay a bag on the coffee, but thanks for trying today.
goodbye. Yeah, thanks to Jay. We never heard from Jay, I don't think. I
Never.
don't think we've ever heard from him.
Okay, Bill.
Thank you, Jay.
Bill, tiebreaker for you here. How many bowl games will be played prior to Christmas Day this year?
Hang on, just give me a second. Prior to Christmas Day, 28.
Oh, God.
Before Christmas Day.
Oh, fewer.
18.
Okay.
18 we play. First game, I think there's 7 or 8.
You know what? I goofed that one up. I was thinking more New Year's Day. I wasn't thinking
Christmas is December
Day.
25th. It's
That's
pretty
right.
early.
Good job.
It's different, yeah. Falls on the 25th this year.
The 16th.
Easter's on a Sunday, too.
December
That's crazy.
16th, the first bowl. I think there's 7 games on the 16th to kick things off. 7.
So I looked through all the bowl games. There's a couple days that are crazy where it's like Tuesday, whatever, like the 20th or 20th, there's like games at like 11 o'clock. Like, who's watching the game on a Tuesday? It's not even, it's like
going through the mall.
No, Jake, that was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a good. I like that one.
That was very good.
Yeah, you
Jake, can we talk about one thing real quick? We haven't said anything like that.
Please.
Remember, Jake got a huge promotion here at the station. Jason, he got a huge promotion. What is the exact title now, Jake?
The director of sales.
Director of sales.
And
it was more than that. It was more than that. It was a huge promotion.
Yeah.
Let's give a congratulations out to Jake for the huge promotion here at the ticket. He already runs the ticket. Now he's been promoted.
He's the director of the show.
He's director of shows. He's like director of sport. He's director of show.
He's definitely the director of this show.
Yes.
I hope everybody understands that.
Yes. He is.
Thank you.
He is
Guys,
the show.
We're just mostly buffoonery.
Yes, buffoonery.
We almost came to
Buffoonery
blows
is
today.
important, though. Yeah, we did the first segment. Got a little, and it goes Sterling here. Got
I like it.
That's what it should be, radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Throw hands once in a while.
Yeah.
The spillover's next on early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh yeah, this is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Carper for O Street Carpet. For Christmas, we're doing everything possible to help you spruce up your home without making a dent in your holiday budget. If you need new wood flooring, new carpet, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you want to shop at O Street Carpet. We offer 12 months same-as-cash financing, Lincoln's best selection in stock, free in-home measuring, and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Are you looking for some holiday fun? This year, start a new tradition. Make the Nebraska Christmas Light Show experience an annual event for your family and a cherished memory to look forward to every year. From Black Friday to January 3rd, buckle up and tune into the rhythm of the lights and let the magic of Christmas take over with the show. Now located at Star City Shores, just off of 27th and Highway 2. Buy your tickets for just $20 or $25 per car today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
This. Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
Is Early Break with Zip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, it is time for the spillover. We got a full house today. Chris Rapp, AD, with us here in studio. Gentlemen, the portal is wide open. We got big news this morning. Kyle McCord from Ohio State in the portal, and then just during the break, Dylan Gabriel, Oklahoma quarterback in the portal.
I don't get either of them.
Two guys that are surprising additions to the portal.
Why? Why
Is
are
he
they
not out of eligibility yet?
Gabriel?
What was it?
Came from UCF.
Yeah.
And went to Oklahoma.
2 years, man.
Casey Thompson just got a 7th year.
He did,
by the
yeah.
way.
7th year.
7.
Casey Thompson got a 7th year. He'll be. I think he'll
26.
be 26. Yeah.
26, I believe.
Does he hit the portal?
He
Back
could.
to Nebraska.
It'll be. He's coming off ACL, right?
Yeah.
Which you got in the 4th.
It was 3rd or 4th game.
Third
He
or
didn't play-
fourth
He didn't
game.
play much.
It takes. You say, oh yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, it takes a while to get back, confidence back, all those things back. So that does make a little bit of a factor. With I'll tell you what's interesting though. Right away is the bowl game. Talk about invested or interested. So I'm in the Alamo Bowl. It's Arizona against OU. Arizona can't be more excited. Quarterback that's been playing there, Fafita, is on a roll right now, and so OU just lost their quarterback. That's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, real
It's gonna be
big.
a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, you like Arizona in that game, probably.
Yeah,
You guys, that one, I mean, there's a lot of them that kind of like make you scratch your head. Ohio State's quarterback obviously makes you scratch your head, but Gabriel, Oklahoma, man, I just didn't get that one.
What's going
But we
on?
never know what's going on behind the scenes either, though.
Yeah.
We just don't know that.
Where'd Gabriel start out?
UCF.
UCF.
Mhm.
Now he went to Oklahoma and graduated, obviously, because
How many years has he played?
Yeah,
it's been a
So
while.
he's got
Graduated.
1 year of eligibility? Or
Yeah, he's
Just
got
one.
It's
It
got
should
to
be a grad transfer.
Yeah.
grad transfer.
Has to be a grad transfer, if not the double.
Couldn't go. Yeah.
No.
So yeah, I don't. It's they might have a big number too.
That's
maybe
what I was
they have a
thinking,
young guy.
that they have someone.
Anyway, yeah,
Because
you're going to get a lot of that today.
Because ain't
by the way.
that sort of how Kansas State played out? They have someone.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they have Avery Johnson, but like Bill said, are they handing Avery Johnson that job over Will Howard? You wouldn't think so, right?
Dylan Gabriel, by the way, this year, 30 touchdowns, 6 picks, 3,660 yards passing.
Come on, man.
He took him down the field to beat Texas.
Mhm.
Took him down the field for an epic drive in the shootout.
OU's final record.
They lost 2 games. They had back-to-back
10 and
losses.
2.
They lost to Kansas and Oklahoma State back-to-back. That killed them late October, early November. But then they responded by putting up 59 points at West Virginia, 31 against BYU, and then 69 against TCU. He had 400 yards passing and 3 touchdowns in that game, their last game.
I just don't understand.
Dylan Gabriel. So, yeah, Kyle McCord, Dylan Gabriel, your first additions here before 8:30 in the morning in the portal.
And you
Big day.
don't just leave Oklahoma to go to Mississippi State.
You wouldn't
Follow
think.
as coordinator. That would not be where I'm going.
You wouldn't think.
No.
Could he be going to Ohio State to replace McCord?
Yeah, he could. I mean, it's feasible.
Yeah, that I'm gonna.
Maybe that's what you're talking about.
I think that it's pretty. Someone's going to show up at Ohio State. Someone's showing up.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe where the whole rub came down.
What if nobody does? So then what do you make of it?
It'd be shocking because it'd be like, okay, the guy that's going to be the starter now got beat out. He wasn't the starter. So that'd be a lot to say, hey, he's our future without bringing someone from the portal in. That'd be very odd.
These things are fascinating.
The whole day is going to be just news.
Yeah.
This guy's in the portal, this guy. And again, we all have a love affair with quarterback, as we understand, but it's going to be some big positions all across the platform today. It's going to be amazing.
Maybe it's not interesting with Gabriel. Maybe he just wants to change the scenery. Maybe it's that simple. I just want to go somewhere else. Maybe it's not all that interesting at all.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
The thing with that though is like you've got to find like your system that fits you and all that. At Oklahoma, they've got the system fitted around them, and now you're just going to be like, well, I want to go for my last year, and that's a risk.
It's so odd. It's so odd. That'll be his 3rd school.
Wow.
So where does he go to, to an alumni event?
He's going to a lot of them.
Where do you go? I went here for a year, and there go to 2 years. You could go to all 3.
The case trying to get you to donate. Who's getting letters from 3 schools?
driving me nuts.
It's got a lot of jackets.
The fund here.
A lot of jackets.
Just call us up. So that's the news of the day.
That's big news.
I can't wait for tomorrow morning. We'll probably have 10 more names that are shocking across college football of quarterbacks and other positions.
I'm like I said, I'm somewhat shocked with both of those that they didn't get out in front of it, which means other people they announced it right away. It's like they're like I said, Max Johnson announced it and
declared already.
Now that might be different though.
Couldn't it be
because if he's a grad transfer?
Well, Dylan should be that though. Yeah. Dylan's a grad transfer.
Couldn't be as simple as the meeting with the coach didn't occur until this weekend, maybe.
Could be. Yeah, no one knows unless you're in the room.
Right.
You don't know.
Right.
You don't know. But they're getting a lot of calls.
Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of calls.
Also, he runs well.
Yeah.
He can move.
Elusive.
He can move.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's a question. Would he be an upgrade over McCord?
If Ohio State went that direction?
Yeah. I'd say yes.
I'd say yes. Yeah. I would say yes.
I hate to say it because McCord did what he did, 11-1.
The thing about Gabriel's more elusive.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
More elusive.
He can get out there.
I mean, I thought McCord, I told you guys when they played Penn State, he just doesn't look like the dude. He didn't look like he was cutting loose. He's good. He's fine, but Ohio State needs better than fine. You're not used to seeing a McCord at Ohio State. You're used to seeing someone better. Someone who does cut loose. Even when they went to Cardale Jones and they beat Wisconsin 59-0.
Yep.
With was he second or third?
Third string.
Then
they beat Alabama.
Yeah. That's
Oregon.
That's what I'm used to at Ohio State. Even a third string guy was
next man up,
and he was cutting loose.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
McCord short arms a little bit. I don't know. He just didn't look right at Ohio State.
They just came off of a back-to-back tenders of Justin Fields and CJ Stroud. Guys that are first round draft picks. Number one, number 2 overall.
And that's
Stroud.
what you're used to.
Mm-hmm. Would Oregon now be a step up over Oklahoma? I was thinking maybe
it's a
Gabriel to Oregon, maybe.
Could be, but it could fits him really well.
It
could
fits
be
him out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that.
But why is Oregon a step up over Oklahoma?
That's what I was asking.
Maybe it is a little bit.
Yeah.
Could be a money thing.
I'm just looking forward to see what Salter does at Liberty.
Yep, he'll be going somewhere.
He's not in yet.
Well,
No.
they're playing.
They're going to play the Oregon in the bowl game on January 1st.
And he'll play in that.
I would assume he's going to play. That could be an audition for Oregon, as Bill said. Yeah, why not? If he plays well, they might go after him also.
He'd be like, did you see what I did against you guys?
Right now, Oregon's here's my body of work. Oregon's watching film on him, going like, "Hey guys, check this out. Watch this."
Okay, this is going to sound naive, and I should know the answer to this, but how long does he have? Can he?
He's a sophomore.
I know, but
when's the portal close?
Yeah, when's the portal close?
Yeah. He's got time. He's got time.
Does he?
It goes past the first.
Okay.
I'm sure it does.
I think it's 30 days is what it is.
He does not have to rush. He's going to have a lot of guys after him say, hey, man, I'm on my own time. I will pick where I need to go.
It's 30 days, by the way. That's what it is. It's 30 days. It used to be 45.
And I don't see if he does leave and he goes to an Oregon or he goes to an Ohio State, I can't see his teammates at Liberty being like, oh, that's
leftist, man.
What?
Come on, dude.
I think they'd be kind of going, oh.
It's an interesting discussion. I don't even know how often teammates do that anymore.
Yeah. They really don't.
I don't think they do.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I think that's an archaic discussion.
Yeah. You're leaving us? Really?
Yeah. Especially in this situation.
I want the announcement in the post-game press conference. Then I'll be going to Oregon next year.
That'd be great. Beat Oregon and then just fly home with them.
It's real Liberty and going to be a duck.
Hey, it is all packed already.
All packed.
Or put a duck head on.
Actually, go in the portal, select Oregon, but still play the game because you can.
Yeah,
you can do that. You can do that during warm-ups. Goof around with the guys from Oregon. See you guys.
See you conditioning.
Hey, what do you guys get for food on the flight home? I'll be on.
Oh, you won't believe it. Blame it on. I'll be there. I'm on the way.
So what do you do? What if you do if you're landing and he makes announcements coming to Oregon? Guys, please don't hit him during the game.
Yeah, don't hurt him. That'd be great. Don't hurt him.
Easy on him.
Hands off jersey.
Just missed the sack. It's fine. Don't
Has
go
to wear
long.
a vest
Don't
during the
go
game.
fast during the
Put a
game.
vest on. That'd be a first. He wears one of those things on his helmet. You have to wear that. No hit teams.
Hands off.
Hands off.
Don't touch him. Don't even think about it. That's it for us. The Drive with Rapid Ideas Next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health,